Hello, hello. Welcome to Happy New Year broadcast from the Royal Sussex. Hello, everyone. You guys are getting I guess what they call an embarrassment of riches. There has been one after the other live stream. There have been edited videos. You guys are having a fantastic day in the Sussex squad. I know that because I am having a great day myself. Let's see who's here so I can do my greetings to everyone. I'm pretty sure you all can hear me. And I almost did it again. Hi, Denise Jones. Belinda Sumata rather. Ethan's husband. Looks like Ethan's husband is already starting the party. Yeah, for you guys on the East Coast, we're starting at 10:30 my time so that we can count down with you guys at midnight. And then when it comes to the Central Standard Time, we're going to do it all over again. Amen. Okay, Happy New Year. Let me see. Fancy was the first to leave a message. Also, Nubian Queen, Kay Costello, Ronnie Vanna in the house. We go back like cornrows. Let me see who else here. Miss S is here. 140 people already. Okay, perfect. Pamela Brown Jenkins. Beverly McCaskill is here tonight. Thank you guys so much for spending New Year's with me. Adrian Burrow is here. Let's see. Joan Commonwealther is here. Ruth Lopez. It's going kind of fast, but I'm going to try to get everybody I can. Darlene Anderson, Donna Edwards, Gwendolyn Daniel, Wanda F. Echoes. Let's see. Okay, got that. Lydia Washington is here. Welcome, Lydia. Lydia, one of our moderators. Thank you for all of your hard work. Let's see. Lindell Scott is here. Hyacinth Newell. I love that name, Hyacinth, because I'm always trying to keep up appearances. That's Bouquet. Who else is here? Hello, Baron and all of... Okay, let me just put that up there. Hello, Baron and all the squatties. Good morning from Malaysia. Oh, you guys already had your New Year. You had your New Year like almost, 20 hours ago? 22 hours ago? Happy New Year to you. It's already old for you now, but for us, it's still quite new since we haven't crossed that time yet. Let's see. Fancy, I got you. Maxine Briggs, welcome. And let's see, I think I should go back the other direction. Leela Tobin, Charlotte B, Miranda Rios, Kenneth Doug, Emma Day. Is that right? Okay. Blessings to everyone for the Happy New Year. Thank you so much for that. I hope so. Hello, everyone. Please have a safe and blessed New Year. Thank you for reminding us, Alita Portress. We do need to do that. Jill Woodcock. Salk. I got this. Hold on. I got this. Soak Fabon. Yes. I think I nailed that. Let's see. Okay. I think I can go back the other way. Beverly Jackson, Lucy Wynn. Okay, and who else we got here? Yep, Cookies and Cream, Sister and Ceci, FC. Okay. I think we're good. Gonna go check the most recent. Bernadine Robinson, welcome. Ladyfoot. I'm into that. Ladyfoot. I'll try anything once and twice if I like it. Uh, Cecilia Foxy, I bet you are. Okay. All right. Well, welcome, you guys. It is New Year's. Let me see if I can do this without incident. So I'm going to go here, get rid of that, and hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy. Girl, the Duchess of Sussex won. Meet me at the Royal Sussex party. Nelly's gonna be there. All right, Ivy out. You know what? I have not come down from my high yet. As you know, I oh boy, I never get tired of that. How many times have you all watched that? I never get tired of it. That was, of course, the day that the Duchess of Sussex put the spank on Lord Nappyhead. That was the day that the Duchess of Sussex put the spank on Lord Nappyhead. They took our Duchess for granted, and she had to show them that she was raised by what? A strong black woman. She had to show them that she was raised by a strong black woman and she wasn't having it. I mean, have you seen the Duchess of Sussex's grandmother? Have you seen her grandmother? Because if you've seen her grandma, you would know that she's not to be toyed with. You know, we had to learn through our experience as African Americans how to work our way around a lot of situations and not blow our cool so that we can maintain our composure. And yet, as they say, we've always had to run faster, jump higher, and argue the best case. Can I get an amen on that one? Welcome, Dolores Sims. Let me see. Okay. Mary G, welcome. Matilde Zayas. Okay. So I know there's a lot that we have on our mind, and I don't want to take the moment down, but we're not here sad. We are here to celebrate the life of course, Betty White. As I think about it, I say to myself, I was a little sad at first, but I'm just like, isn't this Betty? Ain't this just like Betty to go out with a bang, to give us that last, I guess, significant event for the new year? And while we selfishly would love to have shared Betty White's 100th birthday with her, that is still going to happen. We're going to still celebrate 100 years of Betty White, but it's just going to have to be a little differently from how we thought we would do it. But do it, we will. Do it, we will. So, you know, we'll talk some more about that later. If you guys want to talk about it now, that's okay. I leave it up to you. Anytime you want to insert your feelings, but otherwise, let's just talk about what a year this has been for the Sussexes. What a year this has been for the squad. And just like with, Betty White, the year is ending on a high note. It's ending on a high note. I feel as though that I have received some form or symbol or example of good versus evil and good prevailing yet again, because we're ending this year. And, I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody. I know you all ain't wishing nothing bad on anybody. Well, not most of y'all. But look at how we're ending our year. Look at how we're ending our year. We are ending our year with the Duchess of Sussex winning that case against Lord Nappyhead. and his associated newspapers. Lord Nappyhead has taken a bit of a licking. It's not something that he's used to as an aristocrat. But I tell you what, if he come on out of the closet, because y'all know he's in the closet, not that closet, he is passing as far as I'm concerned. Lord Nappyhead is bruh Nappyhead. That's a bruh right there. He needs to come on out the closet and acknowledge his ancestral roots. Amen. He needs to come on out and just tell the world, hey, I got as much in common with Afro Annie as much as Queen Charlotte and the Temptations all at the same time. I'm telling you, one of the ways that you can expose him as of African descent, put on the Motown record and watch how he jump up. I'm telling you, if you put some Motown on and watch his reaction, that's when the bruh gonna come out. That's when you gonna know. That's when you gonna know. That's all I'm saying. Put on some Motown and watch him work. Now, if you're wondering what I'm hiding back there behind Afro Annie, there it is. I thought we would dress up the Sussexes for the new year. And I want you all to just go ahead and say, Baron, you told us so. But I didn't really tell you so. I just reminded you of everything that we already know. And what did we know? We already knew that this was going to be a huge fall, that is the season fall for the Sussexes. We already knew that. We knew going into the fall, once our Duchess and, of course, our Duke, once their parental leave was over with, that they were going to make quite a splash. And a splash they did make. I mean, they just painted the world red. They did make a splash. Quite the splash they made. When the Duchess of Sussex came out in that red gown, that what is it, Carolina Herrera gown, that was enough to like really upset the apple cart. And they got a bit, shall we say, out of joint about that. They got their noses out of joint because they were so sure that the Joan Crawford moment, and you know which Joan Crawford moment I'm talking about. Remember when Jazz Hands decided she would cosplay like Joan Crawford? Now, I want you guys to know this. This is their way of having the last word for the new year. This is the official Happy New Year. That is, I believe it is the official Happy New Year from the co-conspirators allegedly over there in Narnia. Well, the truth is, this is what they want you to see, but this is how I see it. That's how I see it. They see it as one. This is going to be my last meme of 2021. Did I do a good job or not? Which do you prefer, this ending of the year or this one? Because hidden behind all of that pomp and circumstance is Mr. Burns. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was determined to have the last word for the new year. And so this is my version of things. So Joan Crawford meets Mr. Burns. That is my way of saying, well, you know what I'm trying to say about them. It's what I always say. This is the same. Well, of course, remember that time that am I getting messy already? Am I falling into messy already? Notice how she's cosplaying Minnie Mouse. Look at how she's cosplaying Minnie Mouse. Woman, have you no decency? You are making fun of Minnie Mouse. There just seems to be there just doesn't seem to be any ceiling to how offensive she can be. So anyway, let me get that off of there. But I'm going to go to your comments because we're going to go over the whole year of events, the good stuff. We're not going to dwell on all the bad things, but we do know for sure that what really started the year for me, the only thing I was very horrified by January 6th. That's, of course I was horrified by January 6th. But by what was in March when they had the Oprah interview, I felt like a weight was lifted. And then after that, it seemed like the tabloids went on the attack. It seems like those royal rodents, they were just scurrying about the sewers of London trying to figure out how can we get them? How can we get even with them? And they had the Sussexes in a pretty tough position for a while there. They tried to preempt the attack with the whole thing about bullying and all that kind of stuff. Well, look at it. It's already December 31st for some of us, January 1st for others, and it just seemed to have no effect. It just didn't work. It's getting so bad. It has gone so far south that now they're starting to turn against those other two, the Cambridges. Now they're starting to turn on the Cambridges. Everything is going full circle. And if this is any way to predict what's coming in the new year, I'm going to make that prediction again. I said fall 2021, and all of 2022 is going to be the rise of Sussex. I stand behind that. I still believe that that's the case, that the Sussexes are, take a look at this one. Take a look at that. What do we have here? Facing a round of accusations. This is how the year is ending. It's not going well for them. All of that conspiring and all that kind of stuff that they were doing against the Sussexes, it has come full circle. The whole like Mormon Tabernacle Choir, uh, except for one, because there's someone by the door back there that ain't even supposed to be there. They just brought him in to, for lack of a better word, add a little color. But then he had to leave immediately. But these people, especially that little weasel behind uh, behind Mr. Burns back there, that little weasel, he's the one that decided that he was going to assist the tabloids. But, it all turned out to be a daily fail, just like our Duchess said. It could happen to you if it could happen to me, or however she put it. And she said this kind of stuff is a daily fail. And that's exactly what it turned out to be. Um, Lord Nappyhead that pays no tax, well, he's going to have to pay for something. He's going to have to pay for I think he's already paid some money, if I recall. I think he's paid some money, but he's going to have to pay up. It's over with. They put that non-apology in that rag of a paper. Oh my goodness! Oh, what did I just see out the corner of my eye? Okay, whatever I was talking about, I'll get back to that. But let me highlight that. Do you know? Do you know that this is probably? Yes, I'm gonna say it again. This is probably the last time that this is gonna happen in 2021. Thank you so much for that, Sanja Campbell. Thank you so much for that. And Happy New Year to you. Thank you. This is probably going to be the last time that happens in 2021. And you know what they say? The way that you start your new year is the way you're going to live the whole rest of the year or whatever. So thank you for that. And it's not about the money. It's the acknowledgement that comes with it. I am humbled. So thank you, Sanja. Oh, I'm sorry, Sanjaya. Sanjaya. Okay, thank you for that. So, the Lord Nappyhead is going to have to pay, and he's going to have to pay a hefty amount of money. Probably the Sussexes are going to give the money to charity. I would kind of like for them to offset the expenses, for what they had to pay. Well, not had to pay, but what Harry offered to pay when he threw that check up on the table and said, "Babu, babu." When Harry saved the shortfall of money from the sovereign grant since there were no tourists at Windsor Castle, Harry walked in there like, I mean, he went strutting in there like George Jefferson. He went strutting in there like Wesley Snipes. And he threw that money on the table and was like, Babu, I'm going back to Montecito. And it was over with. It was done. And we got they back. We got they back. Speaking of got they back, what you doing? I told you about this. Um My dear friend wants to celebrate the New Year's and the success of Royal Sussex, and I'm going to humbly accept this time. Uh, and I just want you to know, I'm looking at the clock. This will probably be the last of 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 the last that this will probably happen in 2021. So thank you for that. And yes, we are ride or die, ride or die. And you know what? It's not too early to do this. And as they say, it's a good day to have a good day. So as we are drifting from one day to the next, one year to the next, let's go ahead and pay our love and respect to our two queens, starting with Doria, the queen of everything in Montecito, in all of California, and as far as I'm concerned, all of the United States. We are going to pay our love and respect to Doria. And of course, as usual, we're also going to pay our respects to our other queen, our queen of hearts. Yes, we're going to show all of our love and respect for Diana, our people's princess. Without those two ladies, I don't know how. I just don't know how that union would have been possible. That they could be so strongly and so well suited to one another. Yeah, Doria and Diana. Thank you, Mary G. They're our queens of everything. Yep. God bless them. God love them. God protect Doria and the rest of the family. So, okay. After that, let me get back over here. And what else do we got here? So, as I mentioned before, throughout this podcast, feel free if you want to share anything about Betty White. Um, One of the things that I found that brought a big smile to my face, remember little Tyler? He's an artist. He's known for his famous shadow painting. Tyler, oh, I can't believe I can't remember his name. Or is it Tyson? Tyler Tyson. Anyway, this young man with the amazing grin, he said on the Twitter that he was so happy that he was able to share this with her. People that he love and admire, one of the ways that he shows respect, one of the ways he shows love, one of the ways he uplifts and honors is to paint their portraits. He's also painted one of the Sussexes. He has a book out. Unfortunately, the Sussexes are not in the book, but I saw this today and I was like, why not? So yeah, he has a Twitter account. And when I saw it today, I just had to share that with you. But I'm very happy for him, and I'm glad he's getting like so much notoriety. So Pamela Porter, you know what? I'm looking at the clock. I feel like I just said this, but I'm looking at the clock. Do you know that this will probably be the last of 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 the last times that this will probably happen to me in 2021? So I'm so humbled by this. Thank you so much for your generous contribution. Um, Thank you, thank you. I'm deeply, deeply honored. Okay, and Daphne Gabriel says Queen Doria and Diana, indeed, a fortress for their children. I agree. I agree. And Joanne Baker, Happy New Year, squaddies. Thank you, Joanne. We're getting close to New Year's on the East Coast. We're getting close to New Year's on the East Coast, Eastern time. Are you guys doing a countdown or what? I know what. I can do a countdown. I'm going to use the countdown clock. And then you guys get your emojis ready. You got like 3 minutes to get your emojis ready so that we could celebrate New Year's with the people on the East Coast. And then in an hour, we're going to do it all over again. Oh boy, I would love to say I think this was such a good idea, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. But I was wondering, okay, why don't I just start at 10:30 my time so we can celebrate New Year's with the people in the Eastern time zone and then the Central time zone. And for those of you that live in places like South Africa, the United Kingdom, France, thank you all for celebrating New Year's with us. B10 Pow, B10 Pow, thank you so much. Now, you do know, as you may have heard me say, that this will probably be the last time that this happens according to Eastern Standard Time. So I tricked you that time. This is the last time that this is going to happen before it's 2022 Eastern Standard Time. Oh boy, y'all didn't see that coming, did you? Okay, so I'm watching the clock. Let me make sure I get my little countdown set up so I'll be ready to go. Okay. Let me see. How do I? Okay. I think I'm ready for this. So I'm watching the clock. I hope I don't do it too soon. I'm looking at the clock on the computer and it can't be wrong. So we have 1 minute, 30 seconds from now, and then it'll be Happy New Year on the East Coast. And then we have to talk about, New Year's resolutions. I want to purge my house of everything that is unnecessary. Clothes that don't fit or clothes that's not age appropriate for someone like me. Um, stuff that I bought when I was in my 40s and I could still, kind of pass for 30. But after the age of 30, it's just some things you should not wear. So that's the kind of stuff that has to go. Oh, are we getting close? Are we getting close? Joan Garcia, thank you so much for that. Let me highlight you. And this is one of the last time, no, probably the last time. What am I saying? This is probably the last time that this is going to happen in all of, Ivy is here. Sussex Global UK is here. Okay, so let me highlight you, Joan Garcia. Thank you so much. That was lovely of you. And okay. We're getting down to the countdown for the East Coast. I hope I got my time right. So I need to do this. And I'm so excited, like it's my New Year's, but it's your New Year's on the East Coast. And we have less than a minute. You guys get your Happy New Year's emojis, or I'm excited. I'm excited for the new year. This is going to be great for the Sussexes, for all of us. Hopefully we can put so much of this pandemic behind us. And I got 40 seconds. So nope, it's getting closer. And I'm going to start the countdown. Hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy. Girl, the Duchess of Sussex won. Meet me at the Royal Sussex party. Serge Nelly's gonna be there. All right, Ivy out. You know what? I have not come down from my high yet. As you know, all right. Happy New Year, East Coast, Eastern Standard Time. Happy New Year to all of you. Let me see the comments. Let me see the comments. All right. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year. Happy Nueve Años. Yes, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year, Church Nelly. You're on the East Coast. I'm pretty sure you're all fortified right now. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to one and all. I am so glad to share. I am so glad to share this time with you all. And I am humbled by the fact that it's so many people here at this late hour, especially when a lot of people are out at parties. So, yeah. TCC son, Happy New Year's. Dee Dee, Happy New Year's to you. Yeah, and we're gonna have to do this again soon because we got an hour. So we're gonna talk about our favorite Sussex moments in that time. But I'm just happy that the Sussexes are have ended this year on top of things, and that the focus, all the negativity, has reversed back to that family. All of the distractions and the ploys to try to sabotage the Sussexes, in the end, I think it meant little or nothing. Yeah, may old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Yes, Happy New Year. B10 Pow. You're the East Coast, right? Health, happiness, and success for 2022 to everyone. Thank you, B10. Who else? Okay, we're partying right here. You're partying and you're spending time with us. Thanks. Thank you so much for that, Vaughn. Let's see. Who else here? Yes, Ivy's in the house. Hello, Ivy here. Yes, Ivy's in the house. Well, this is so much fun. I'm having such a good time tonight. Um, Intermittently, I'm going to share some things. We did talk about Betty earlier, but just to celebrate her life, which we're still going to celebrate her birthday, I want to share a meme with you. If you were on earlier, you saw the meme, but we only had about 200 people. Now, as you know, I have a black belt in making memes, and I wish I could have shared this with Betty because I kind of think she'd have gotten a kick out of it. But this is my homage to Betty White. It is Whistler's mother. Well, Betty White is Whistler's mother-in-law, tipping a Chippendale dancer. This was a lot of editing. No, that's not Ryan Reynolds. I think that's actually a Chippendale dancer. But I thought she would like this. Now, here's another meme that I did not make. But again, we're celebrating Betty's life. We're not feeling sad for her. She's had an amazing 80-year television career. So there we are. I don't know. I know this is from a movie. I don't know what movie, but but yeah. Oh, sounds like a war zone. Gwendolyn Daniels. Yeah, I'm waiting for that myself in about an hour, and it is going to sound like, another country, I would imagine. So, yes, Rose Nyland. Rose Nyland. And here's another. I have saved some of these from over the years, but yeah, I love this one too. It's amazing. It is a testament to the talent of the Golden Girls that they were able to transcend their age or collective ages to become such a force on television at that point in their careers. Oh, okay. Ivy says, thank you all. I am not pushing myself into the conversation. You certainly should, though. I just love to listen to you all. It is just after 5 a.m. here in the UK, but I wanted to wish you all a happy new year. Thank you, Ivy. We are honored that you are here. I know I am. Um, Usually, when Ivy shows up, I start to sound like I finished the 8th grade, but I'm just a little bit too jovial tonight. But thank you so much, Ivy, and thank you for making all of us so much more well informed with the Sussex Global UK. Um, that's where I go to try to bring it all back. So thank you so much, Ivy, and thanks for all the hard work that you have been doing with your channel. Let's see. Happy New Year, Baron and Squatties from South Africa. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And our hearts go out to Bishop Tutu's family and to the people of South Africa. He's been somebody who has been like part of my consciousness for most of my life. And yeah, so and we're celebrating people. We're not crying, we're not mourning. Anastasia says rest in peace, Betty. We are celebrating, and I'm still going to celebrate Betty White's birthday. Ryan Reynolds, let me move this. He had some things to say. Okay. He said the world is different now. The world is different. She was great at defying expectations. Amen. Like one of the things that you may not have heard about Betty White that I love sharing is the fact that she's served during the Second World War. She drove supplies, bandages, and such. Another thing that she oh, I don't even have it up here right now. Oh, there it is. How about this? In 1954, Betty White was criticized after having Arthur Duncan, a black tap dancer, on her show. White said, I'm sorry, live with it. And she gave Duncan even more airtime. The show was canceled soon after. That's Betty. That's Betty. She grew up an only child with more nerves than she probably knew what to do with. But yeah, that was something that she shared. Took her years before she ever even talked about it, but that's the way she was. She didn't think of herself as being women's lib or anything like that because it really didn't exist for her. It didn't really exist at that time. But Betty White decided that she just wanted a career in television, not as a woman, certainly not as a man, but just as Betty White, just as someone talented. 80 years on television. Okay, so I'm going to go back to your comments. And let's put our faves back up here. Let me get rid of this for a minute. There we go. Let's see, what else do I have here? Yes, that's the Duchess of Sussex when she served in the USO. That was when she took one of the Air Force One planes to Afghanistan. Our Duchess. And there's Harry, who must be an amazing dad. Harry has become a father for a second time in 2021. He must be the most amazing dad. And of course, who could forget this moment? You guys know this moment, don't you? This was at the One World Trade Center. This was that day that they went to New York and took the city by storm. And of course, the city of New York laid out the red carpet. That was like, and unfortunately, at that time, that was when I had my oral surgery. I'm like, how can I be in this situation while the Sussexes are in New York? And you guys stood behind me. You stood with me through the whole ordeal of the oral surgery when I was slobbering and I had that horrible lisp. And B10 Powell was so worried about me. She was like, I don't think Barron's doing well. I was like, oh, I felt horrible. Hey, Deborah's in the house. Another one of my long-term friends. Yeah, Betty White has gone to that television studio in the sky. Welcome, Deborah. And let's see, who else we got here? Diane Hawkins, you say Meghan and Harry was a yeah, Meghan and Harry was a nurturing dad. I'm sure he spent countless hours already on his bench with Archie and now Lili. Absolutely. Thank you for reminding us about that. The bench, that book came out this year. How could I pass that up? But you guys, you know what? This is an open dialogue. We're going to talk about this past year. We are going to talk about this past year. Everything that has happened, everything that has been important to us. And of course, the Dior bag. The Duchess of Sussex helped Dior at a time like this when some of those luxury brands were suffering during the pandemic. They were unable to meet their goals in sales, but the one woman sales force, the Duchess of Sussex, used that Dior bag when she was in New York City. That was when they went to the Vax Live concert in Central Park. Well, the outfit that she has on there, you may recognize that from one of the, I think it was the RAF day in Narnia when they were still, before they stepped back from royal duty. So there she has a Dior outfit on. And I decided to partner that with the Dior bag to show that she has this very long term relationship with Dior. Now, the gown is actually a play on the wedding gown. It has the what is it, boto, a boat neck collar, and with the shoulders, yeah, the boat neck collar rather, and of course it's in a very dark, I guess it's a satin blue, very dark blue, perfect for the occasion, and of course the hat. Gosh, if you guys remember the name of the hat maker, please throw it in the comments. When I need to know it, I can't think of it. But yeah, so that's the same Dior bag that was used by Princess Diana, and I believe they call it the Princess bag or the Princess Diana bag. What you can't really see is that the little round circle there spells out Dior in, I think, 4 different charms or pendants that attach to the bag. So, yep, that was another one of those great occasions for our Duchess. This was the first time that they went out. It was the first time that, as an engaged couple, they went on a, I guess you could say, royal walkabout. They went to that radio station. So many great memories. And I had to make peace, and I think it was Ethan's husband that told me to make peace with my time in the UK, my vacationing and such, instead of making it about, oh, this is what they've done to the Sussexes. And I thank you for that, Ethan's husband. That was great advice, Diane Hawkins. It is the boat neck. Yes, the bateau boat neck collar. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, Trying to get that out has gotten my microphone totally drenched. So before I attempted to do it again, you probably saved a very important piece of equipment that I have here. Okay, what else do we have here? Happy New Year to every squatty on the face of the earth. Thank you, Vinny Blair. Thank you. Okay, Archwell. Yes, the establishment of Archwell. Archwell, the foundation that is owned and operated by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And what do we love most about the Archwell Foundation? No leaks. Say it with me. No leaks. There are no leaks at the Archwell Foundation. The only place that we know for sure that everything leaks is the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. I mean, they once they start singing, there are no secrets. That Mormon Tabernacle Choir, they're the ones that's leaking, but there are no leaks in Montecito. So that sly bunch of people there, as I like to say, co-conspirators, allegedly. That's where all the leaks come from. But in Montecito, there are no leaks. So we could thank heavens for that. And what else do we have here? Oh, yeah, I love this photo of the Sussexes. Let me get the choir off of the screen there. There we are. This is why I love the Sussexes. So ideally suited. So ideally suited. Um, they were supposed to have like this terrible fall from grace once they left Narnia, but all they do is win, win, win. That's the direction they're headed. They're winning. They're winners, not losers. Now, I know I'm wrong for this. I know I'm wrong for this, and y'all can just tell me if you think I'm wrong because I am a little shady. Yeah, I am. I'm just a mite shady. But sometimes for therapy, I pull this up just to just just to calm my nerves. I pull this up just to calm my nerves. One of the most critical thinkers of our time out shopping. Um Aging about as well as a beach blanket bingo movie. One of the most critical thinkers of our time. So yeah, it is a bit messy, but I do that sometimes. It calms my nerves. This is how I need to picture them looking like this. I don't want them to feel like they've gotten away with anything. So I need to know that this is their state of mind. So it's just one of those things. It helps me out a lot, I could assure you. So I'm gonna get back to some comments here. Yes, Ladyfoot, no leaks. No leaks. How could I forget Messi? That's my middle name. Okay, so do we love you too? Aw, I love this community. You need a therapist. Yeah, I need some kind of intervention, I could assure you. Okay, TCC son, thank you so much. I'm looking at the clock and it is 11:19 p.m. Central Time. Do you know? Do you know? Yeah, you know. You probably know what I'm going to say. This is probably the last time that this is going to happen in 2021. The last time. And I'm humbled, TCC, son. I'm deeply humbled. I'm feeling the love. Thank you so much. Thank you for your constant contributions to this channel. Thank you all for your contributions. And I'm not talking about financial contributions. When you guys comment, that is what makes Royal Sussex. That is what makes Royal Sussex a strong, strong channel and a safe space for all things Harry and Meghan, all things Sussex. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for helping to keep this a safe space. Just the other day, as you know, I had mentioned that I was looking forward to celebrating Betty White's birthday, and I'm still going to celebrate. And I hope you all are going to celebrate with me. I'm going to go ahead and schedule a live chat for January the 17th. And by then, we will have settled into the new year and we can just celebrate. I'm going to try to dig out some things that's like my favorite talking points. Hopefully I can find the odd video clip to share. um so long as it's not overly copyrighted. Okay, let's see. It's 12:20 in my part of town. Thank you for being with us, Joan Commonwealther. Now, is there anybody, Joan, are you from the Caribbean or are you from the US? I don't think I've ever known. But wherever you are, thank you for sharing this time with us. Charlotte B. Yes, Boni Sai Bonjour. Yes, good morning, good evening to you too from Paris. One of my favorite places ever. Paris is like my home in Europe. Sorry for the rest of y'all who don't like that, but Paris is like my home in Europe. It was the place I fantasized about visiting my entire life. And of course, London. I've wanted to see London ever since I first saw that movie To Sir with Love. And the swirl experience. Why do I blush when I say that? The swirl experience. I'm blushing. Thank you so much for that. Do you know that this will probably be the first time in 2020? What are you from the Eastern or Central time zone? Because now I can say this is the first time that I received something from the Eastern time zone, or I can say it's the last one that I'm getting from the Central. You know what? That's too confusing. I ain't gonna mess with y'all like that. But thank you, and Yvonne. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Do you know that this is probably the last time? What time zone you in? This is probably the last time that this is going to happen in the Central time zone, or perhaps the first time in. Okay, that's gonna be too confusing. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, TCC son, you love To Sir with Love too? That is like one of my favorite movies. Nobody visits my house unless we get a chance to watch To Sir with Love. As a matter of fact, I was so inspired by To Sir with Love that I actually kind of played with the lyrics when I was thinking about, the tabloid media. I was kind of playing with the lyrics and what did I say? Okay, I said though those tabloid days of telling tales and selling rags are gone. Why is it so that Royal Rodents lives on and on? Yeah, that was as far as I've gotten. But yeah, it's a beautiful song. Maybe I shouldn't hitch that to the Royal Rodents, right? I should not hitch that to them. Speaking of Royal Rodents, there's a few of them that I am certain do not have a date tonight. I guess I should talk because I'm at home too. But there's a few of them that I'm sure that they don't have a date. I'm not even going to name those few, but oh, you know what? I wanted to share something with you guys. Now, if you don't have Twitter, perhaps you have not seen this photo, but I'm going to share it with you. Where is it? This one. Now, look at that hair. Look at that hair. Now, you know that hair, where have we just seen this recently? Where have we seen that hair? We've seen that hair on baby Archie. Yeah, this is where Archie gets it from. He's a chip off the old Spencer. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to be comfortable calling Harry a Windsor anymore. He is a chip off the old Spencer. Look at young Harry. Look at young Harry. Look at that hair. And someone posted that on Twitter in response to the Sussex Christmas card. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you because otherwise, if you're not on Twitter, you probably wouldn't have seen it. But I think it's an amazing photo, and I'm trying to find their Christmas card so I can compare the two. I moved it, and it should be. I lost it. I lost it anyway. But you've seen the photo, and you've seen. Oh, there it is. Huh? Look at that. Look at his hair. I wish I could zoom in on it, but I can't. But look at baby Archie's hair and then look at Papa's hair. Huh? Huh? You like that? I think of y'all. You like that? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. The Spencer genes are strong. Yes, they are. Absolutely. And that's what everyone was saying. Yeah, he is super cute. Let's see. Willie must be mad as you know what about Archie's hair. I'm sure. I'm sure because Archie will not turn out looking like one of those Windsors. Okay, Ruth Lopez. She came in as a lamb dressed as a mutton. Oh, I like where this is going. Now she's a mutton. So sad. One day her admirers, one once said one of her admirers, one tough piece of mutton, huh? No amount of chewing can soften that mean girl. Yeah, that mean girl. Uh, where's my favorite mean girl photo? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I mean, this just got mean written all over it. Let me do this and I'll share it with you. Just mean written all over it. And you know where she gets it from, don't you? You know what they say the apple doesn't fall too far from the air hostess. Oh, I just made that up. The apple doesn't fall too far from the air hostess. Okay, so let me take a couple looks here. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and Lily has the red hair. Okay, that's Archie, but Archie's hair is going to be a little more curlier. Probably. And there are some African Americans that have red hair. I've known a few. I've read that somewhere the Duchess Meghan carries that redhead gene too. Yeah, she has the freckles. She has the freckles. So there's a good chance that she carries that gene as well. And they say that redheads are disappearing, but that gene does have a bit of dominance to it, and it just jumps out in the oddest of places. Oh, you want to see Afro Eddie again? Oh, okay. We'll do both. We'll do both. I am in the mood to indulge. There's the one with the Newports. Everybody's favorite with the Newports. And of course, where's the other one? Let me find the other one. Aha, there she is, Afro Annie, the one that lives just like Fred G. Sanford. Oh, that photo of Afro Annie's apartment is enough to make you shake. I mean, not her apartment, her saloon, her lounge, if you will. But yeah, that's our Afro Annie. Okay. Uh, Another one of my favorites of the Duchess. I love this one. Let me take Annie away. It just, it lets you. This gives me a feel for how she must interact with Lily Diana. So yeah, and there's Harry looking on with pride. Harry always looks on with pride. That's why they have such a solid relationship. He doesn't grimace at her joy. He takes pride in her joy. That's what it's about. When you have a man that looks at you like Harry looks at the Duchess of Sussex, then you know everything's going well. Okay, we got 30 minutes until our um, Central Standard Time countdown. And yeah, I'm excited about that. I can't wait. I can't wait. I am bursting with excitement about our Central Standard Time countdown. Gonna go back to your compliments. Okay, yeah, I'll take some compliments too. But I'm gonna go back to your almost 600 watching. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Diane. Did not notice that, but thank you. No more pics of olive oil and Bucky Beaver. Oh, this pic is why Meghan and Harry are so loved. They are real. Absolutely faith, hope, love. And Church Nelly. Church Nelly, I'm too young to hear that kind of language. Okay, when he was younger. Okay. Charlotte, I'm waiting for the hostess Twinkie picture. The hostess Twinkie picture. I'm trying to think of which one that could be. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, you remember that lady foot, huh? I did that in one of the videos, didn't I? I talked about Afro Annie, that she always seems to have her purse tied. You know, you would think that that this being the daughter of the sovereign, you would think that there would be enough provisions for her to, if the strap of her purse is too long, you would think that she would be able to, take it someplace and have them take care of it. But no, just like, somebody from the hood, she just takes it and ties a knot in it. But thank you for remembering that. I had forgot about that. Do you guys know that since April 15th, I have made about 325 videos since April 15th? 325 videos. I saw that. I couldn't, I remember when it was like, 200, 250. But since April 15th, there has been over 325 videos. And I remember that Lydia used to worry about me. She's like, when does he sleep? But, I was excited because the technology was new and I just wanted to learn as much as possible as soon as possible. So I was working my behind off. And yeah, sometimes I would just fall asleep at the PC. And well, I do take better care of myself now and try to, you know, make time and everything. So yeah, I was probably doing too much, but I'm glad that that happened because at least I learned a lot fast and I made some great edits. I made some not so great edits, but it was a lot of fun doing it. So I am stalling for a good reason. You know why, right? I'm trying to find one of those photos with the okay. I almost got you here. Let me see. Uh, the thing is, it was recurring. I noticed that it happened a whole lot with the purse straps. The sovereign's daughter cannot afford to get her purse fixed. That's our Annie. That's why we love her. At least I do. I know. I'm kind of the odd one about that, but I don't know. I think she's kind of cool. I'm celebrating my 30th anniversary. Edna Richardson, you did mention that the other day, didn't you? That you had an anniversary. Happy anniversary, Edna. Happy anniversary. Okay. Nope. Is that one? Nope. There it is. Okay. There's two of them right there. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So, as mentioned by Ladyfoot, take a look at this. Now, that's the Queen's daughter. That is the Princess Royale. Tell me, why does she have a knot in her purse strap? There's even a buckle to adjust it, but Annie's like, I'll just. Andy's like, I got it. I got it. Well, Mom, you could take it. No, I got it. I got it. I'll just do this. And she keeps doing it. She has, I want to say that every handbag or a purse that she has that has a long strap, she just ties a knot in it and keep it moving. That's why people love her, because she's so no nonsense. She just put a knot in it and keep it moving. That's why I say she really seems like somebody's mama that I grew up with. I can't even tell you who at this time, but she just seemed like somebody's mama. She just take the purse and tie it in a knot and keep it moving. Okay, I found a couple of more of them. I mean, when I saw that, I just could not wrap my brain around it. I'm like, does she really? Yeah, she does. She does. She just puts a knot in it and keeps it moving. Oh, here, let me take this down so you can see it. There you go. I mean, who does this? This is sacrilege. Who takes a Chanel bag and ties the strap in a knot? Who does that? Who does that? The Princess Royale. It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter how much. I mean, this is just one tacky individual. It doesn't matter how much has been paid for said bag. She's gonna put a knot in it. Like it just don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna tell her not to do it. Would you tell her? I'm not messing with that. And just don't care. She put a knot in it and keep it moving. And then, of course, this is what I mentioned in another video. Or was that the same video? Um, this is Fred G. Sanford's place, right? Now let me go and find the photo of let me go and find Annie's place for you because they had an article about Princess Anne welcoming people um you know to her her cottage, well, not cottage, she lives in a mansion like the rest of the family, but there was something about people coming to visit. Yes, she's going to welcome people in, and I'm pretty sure that well, anyway, I can show you better than I can tell you. So that's Fred G. Sanford's place. Uh-oh. I got to get rid of one photo to bring another photo. Give me 1 second and I can do that. Okay. I'm still getting used to the live technology, you guys. Thank you for being so patient. Happy 30th anniversary, Edna Richardson. I'm so glad you're here with us. Okay. Princess Anne, my girl. Okay. All right. So that's Fred Sanford. And this is Anne's place. That's the house that Anne wants to invite people to. When I dissected this room, she got that black lacquer box on the table. I don't know what's in the box, but it's as though the phone rang and whoever was on the other end of the phone said, "Hello, this is the 1980s. Can we please have that black lacquer box back?" And then the part that reminds me of my grandfather, she takes a new flat screen LED television, right? Instead of buying a TV stand, she took the big booty TV, the old tube TV. They got rid of that. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the house. It probably don't even work, but they just didn't throw it out. So they took the old television and put a new television on top of the cabinet. And what's inside the cabinet? Not much, just, magazines, bric-a-brac, whatever. There's some equestrian rewards around the room, some for Anne, and I'm pretty sure some of those are for Zara Tongue Ring Tyndall. But yeah, I mean, you just couldn't make this up. And that they released this photo. Now, the guy sitting next to her, that's either her husband or the groundskeeper. I'm not sure. But he looks like the groundskeeper, not someone married to the Queen of England's, daughter. And then notice she's sitting on an egg crate. All those years of riding horses has probably made her bum a little tender. So she's sitting on top of one of those egg crates. Very sensible woman. Yeah, it looks like a VCR, right, Diane? It looks like it is. That's a VCR. I just noticed that. It is a VCR. Oh, it's a VCR. It probably doesn't even work. I'll throw everything away and start over, if only. Something tells me she's not going to do that. But yeah, there's the old VCR down there. Oh boy. This room gave me hours, and I do mean hours of joy. I could not turn away. I just had to look at it. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Lamont, you big dummy. Oh, hey, that's our Ann. That's our Annie. That's our Afro Annie. Somebody who will take the finest of accessories and just put a knot in it. I couldn't get over that. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times. 4 times I found random photos, and there she is. She even takes a Chanel bag. Coco Chanel is probably turning over in her grave, knowing that someone, and look at that afro. Would you look at that afro? I mean, if you're gonna wear it like that, at least put she don't know nothing about oil, but she needs to, condition it, oil it. But yeah, she rocks that afro and has been rocking the afro for years. So it's not much of a stretch to know that there is some of that Queen Charlotte blood coursing through her veins. Okay, back to the comments. We still got about another 18 minutes before the countdown. We're going to stretch this out for 2 hours of celebrating the new year. Happy New Year again to everyone. Oh, boy, I'm way behind in my there we go. Oh, thank you so much, Anastasia Isabella, one of our moderators. I'm pretty sure some Brits truly believe they have blue blood, when in fact their blood is a pale, anemic brown and somewhat clotted. Vinny, tell us how you really feel. Oh, TCC, son, I'm glad you're having a good time tonight. This is what I wanted for us. Happy New Year to all. May God bless you and keep you and cause his face to shine upon you and give you peace. Ruth Brown, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Marion Owens, welcome to the chat. Oh, thank you, Marion. Thank you. I'm trying really hard. Yeah, I'm kind of shy and humble. I don't like to, but I'm doing my best. Afro Annie, that's what she is. I just looked at her one day and I'm like, look at old Afro Annie. Where's she going? Diane Hawkins said 17 minutes before I stopped being so messy on a regular. You know what, Diane? Me too. I am going to dial back the messy for the new year. I'm going to dial it back because I'm better than that. I think one of the low points of 2021 was when I talked about those 2 women that were wandering around the Great Windsor estate. Remember them 2 ugly broads? But I was concerned about them, see, because with the so-called intruder, I was just afraid that those 2 ladies would, because the queen has been patrolling the Windsor estate, and I just don't want her to have to bust a cap in their behind. So I was worried about them. So maybe that was one of the low points of this season or this year. Maybe not. But Her Majesty is the head of the armed forces and no stranger to you know to weaponry. So it's one of the prerequisites of being a sovereign is that she can handle her business. She can handle her business. So I was just worried about them. And of course, the other time was Remember, you see there? Now, I heard on television, you all know the story already. I heard on television that some woman fell at the cenotaph. Some poor woman fell on her face. And of course, the first thing I thought about, I was like, Edward? Edward? Well, it turns out it wasn't Edward. It was actually one of the women. This happens occasionally. See how nobody seems to react? This is almost the same reaction that they had the other day when that thing happened at the Tower of London that was so weird. But yeah, so I thought it was Edward. And the reason why is because he has that very daring long. I don't know why this is so long. I just cannot wrap my brain around the length of that coat. Nobody else was wearing that fashionably floor length overcoat, especially in especially a military uniform that they didn't earn. But so yeah, I thought it was that he tripped. I thought maybe he was showing a little leg and just tripped. So but yeah, so I've had fun. And of course, there was, this one. I love sharing that. And of course, yeah, there's been many of them, but it's been fun. I've had so much fun, um, making memes, you know. Oh, there she is. There she is. I just came across that one again. Look at Betty. Look at Betty. That's our Betty. Okay. And of course, I didn't make this meme, but I love it. True love is finishing each other's sentences. There's some clever squatties out there. True love is when you can finish each other's sentences. 2021. 2021. We got 12, no, we even like 11 minutes to the countdown. So don't forget, you guys, to get your emojis or whatever ready. Because we're going to do another countdown for the new year. And I, for one, cannot wait. I am so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Yeah. I'm trying to cue something else, something equally messy. Um, if I can pull this off, that would be great. If not, I'll be terribly disappointed. Okay. But you can rest assured it's try kind of messy. It's another one of my low points, which of course means that it's fun and that I got a kick out of it. It's probably a bit messy, but we'll see if it works. And I'll save that for after the countdown. Okay. More comments. Oh, let me get them off the screen. Yuck. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't realize that was there. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse. That's what he looks like right now, by the way. Um, well, and one of the low points that this year ended with was the Phantom of Westminster Abbey. This is one of the last memes that I made for 2021. The Phantom of Westminster Abbey. The three note Duchess, 3 notes. She only knows 3 notes. And what else? Huh. So, okay, we talked about that. I don't know if I shared this with you. Did I share this with you? I love that. This is there's like all kind of stuff out there today, and I thought I'd share that with you. Our Betty. Okay, back to the. Oh, let me see. We got 10 minutes. No, 9 minutes. We got 9 minutes. Yvonne Clark says, I may be a blue blood, but the O is no. No, let me see. No, talk about, but my grandma always looked like a black queen, Elizabeth. Oh, don't everybody's grandma look like a queen? You know, we all look at our grandmothers like they're queens, as well as we should, because they really are. The grandmothers in our lives, they're all our queens. Thanks for reminding us about that. True love is being married for 32 years without killing each other. You just have to go there, don't you? Oh, you did not share that. I love that. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm hopping all over the place. And yes, I am sitting here with a gigantic mug of coffee. Oh, Church Nelly remembers linebacker Lizzie. Yeah, linebacker Lizzie. That was that very large woman that played Queen Elizabeth in that Hallmark movie. Oh, she was huge. Wasn't she huge? I mean, if all I'm telling you, if every cop looked like that gigantic woman that played Queen Elizabeth in that series, there would be no crime. If every cop was that big, there would be no crime. I promise you, crime would have disappeared as we know it. But yeah, she was gigantic. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I think this is
Duke and
gonna work.
Duchess
You
of
got
Sussex. This is my own.
oh, I'm not ready to use that one yet. We'll use that after the countdown. Some of y'all might know what that is already, but we'll use it for the countdown or after the countdown. Just a way to celebrate some of my lower moments. We got 7 minutes. We got 7 minutes. So I got to get ready to do my thing. So I will do the 30-second countdown for the 7-minute mark again. Oh, so happy New Year, everyone. And thank you guys for making this channel so successful. Thank you for making this so successful. And I don't remember who you were, or well, should I say, I don't remember your name, or I don't know that I've ever seen that name again. But someone told me early on, they said, Baron, get rid of the trolls. Do not create a safe space for trolls. Well, the thing is, I thought because I was not engaging the trolls that I was doing the right thing. But they told me, they said, this channel is not going to be successful if you give safe harbor to the trolls. So I said, okay, that makes sense to me. And and so I started blocking the trolls. And I'm here to tell you today that there are probably some 500 people that have been blocked from this channel. And the fun part about it is they can post, but it's like how when you have a nightmare and you scream and no one can hear it. That's what it's like, because nobody can hear their screams of hatred, because they're blocked. And thank you, moderators, for so many recommendations to block people. So, Lydia. Harry would probably want to block the trolls, but I don't know if that's possible. But if Meghan will allow it to happen, it really depends, because Meghan always get what she wants, and if Meghan allows it, she's one of those Hollywood actresses, and she always gets what she wants, and that is the number one troll right there. That's every time I see her, I just want to upchuck. Well, I followed Harry around for a year, and then they asked her. They said, "Well, did you actually interview Harry?" Well, I talked to him for 20 minutes, but you see, the thing is, you don't really have to talk to them a lot. You just the body language. In other words, she was stalking, allegedly, Prince Harry for a year, And finally, somebody was like, please give that old troll a interview. So Harry spoke to her, and she took that and made an entire novel out of it, an entire biography or whatever, just from that little bit of time that she spent with Harry, which means that most of it is questionable. Yeah, most of it is questionable, and that's Angela Levin. Oh, I was really tough on her on one of the videos, and I'm not sorry about it. Oh, she had it coming. I cannot stand. She just makes me sick. Do you hear me? Sick. She makes me sick. And do you know that that will probably be the last time you hear me say sick in 2021? That's probably the last time in 2021. So I just have to remember to do it after midnight. And this is the other one. The one that's so obsessed. That's the other one that gets on my nerves. Just totally obsessed. She has more surface area to her face than anybody I've ever seen. Well, there's another person who seems to have a lot of skin showing, and that's of course, the Duke of Cambridge. This guy. Oh, remember I looked up the definition of sourpuss. Remember that? I actually listed the definition of sourpuss as it is mentioned in the Webster Dictionary. And all of those things describe William the Magnificent. He has a sourpuss. Let's review that. Sourpuss, which is a term from the 1940s. Let me see. Definition: misery, mope, dog in a manger, damper, dampener, spoil sport, pessimist, shrew, curmudgeon, discontent, complainer, crank, crosspatch, grouch, grump, virago, wet blanket, party pooper, vetched, jade, melancholic rather. So I promise you, if you Google sourpuss right now, that is what you'll find. I did not make that up. All of that happens to be, let me get that off of there. All of that happens to be true. We got 2 minutes. Okay, let me get ready for the countdown. So we certainly don't want this to be the last thing we look at in 2021. How do I get rid of it? Okay, there we are. Let me find the Sussexes. Put them up there. Yes, our faves. Get rid of that mope, that carbuncle on the face of humanity. Get rid of him. Because they are winners. Okay. Yes, Church Nelly, we're almost there. Oh, it's almost countdown time. Okay, let me make sure I get this right. I got to do away with that. And go down here to the countdown clock. Oh, and... Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Oh boy, here we go.
Express the only way I know how.
Oh boy, I tell you. I never get tired of that ever. Well, I have to say this. Do you know where is it? Where? Okay. All right. There we are. Do you know that Yvonne Clark, this is the first contribution that I have received for all of 2022. But I'm so embarrassed it gets better. Dee Dee, do you know that this is probably the biggest and the most humbling contribution and that which may cause me to get tears in my eyes in 2022? Oh my goodness, they're starting to shoot. Don't worry, I'm in a good spot. But yeah, it's after midnight and they're starting to shoot. But thank you so much, Dee Dee. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you. This is the way to ring in the new year. I really, really, really thank you. Because you, both of you, have given me a new talking point that this is the first contributions that I have received for 2022. Thank you. And Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, you're going to bed. Good night. Ivy, thank you so much for staying awake with us. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Squatties, good night, and I will see you all later today. Yes, Beverly McCaskill, thank you so much. You guys, I'm getting kind of emotional right now. You guys, I'm just so glad that we're spending New Year's together like this. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is I I had nothing to do tonight, and I'm just so glad that I'm with you guys. Happy New Year, Church Nelly. Happy New Year, Lydia. Let's see. Oh, what did I do with you? Oh, there you go. Happy New Year. Oh, you're going to bed too? Do you know? Do you know? I'm on Montecito time. Happy New Year. Good fortune and good health in 2022. Thank you. Don't start. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. You guys, Marion, Happy New Year. This is so nice. I'm so glad. I'm spending the new year with Royal Sussex and all the squatties. This is so special for me. Oh, good night, Beverly Jackson. Good night. Well, I'm gonna stay on for like another 25 minutes. So if you guys are up for it, I am, but I'm gonna stay on for another 25 minutes. But you guys that need to get some rest, get some sleep, please do. I don't care if it's just 10 of us, we're gonna be here. Good night. Happy New Year. This has been so fantastic. And yeah, oh, look at there. Ivy, see, everybody loves you. See there? Good night, Ivy. Ivy out. I still have at least 2 hours to go. Reba, I wish I could stay awake or stay online with you. I really do. I don't mind, but 4 hours, I'm gonna be all talked out. But Happy New Year to you in advance. Anastasia Isabella, you're going to good night. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you. Yeah, did Church Nelly pass out yet? Happy New Year, JJ. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Vicky Epperson. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Lorna Murray. Happy New Year. Oh, let's see. I am retired and at this point, drunk man. All right. Well, Happy New Year. Don't forget to hydrate. Let's see. Who else? Okay. Over the Rainbow Baron. Yes. All right. Okay. Oh, you're Asylum Island, UK. Laugh out loud. Can you imagine your great grandma found fame for being a tramp? Oh yeah, you're talking about Edith Keppel. Is that her name? Yeah, yeah. Only for her to perpetuate the family business, right? Oh, I love you, Joan Garcia. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Good job, Mod Squad. Yes, absolutely. The Mod Squad is what gives us this safe space. Always my son wakes me up. Oh, Yvonne, are you going to stay up for a little while? I don't even know what time zone you're in, but thank you so much for everything. Health and wealth for 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you, Helene Ferris. Okay, so long. Thank you. Catch up with you in the new year. Absolutely. I'll be back on later today. Let's see. Oh, oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Rarely get to catch your live stream. I always listen to the replays. So I'll hang with you. Great, great. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see here. So you guys like my Camilla video? I edited that myself and that was a lot of fun. I was in tears. Do you hear me? I was in tears when I made that
Of
video.
Sussex. This is my own feelings being expressed the
This
only way
was
I know
just like
how.
the most fun that I could ever have making videos. Oh boy. Oh, I'm so bad. Have all you all seen this before? No. Yes, I did hear she was just knighted. Isn't that nice the way they snuck that in at the end of the year? A knighthood, a knighthood. So she's part of the Knights of the Garter. The Knights of the Garter. That doesn't surprise me because unfortunately, there are occasions when I have to picture her in a garter belt. I don't know why, but she and Charles are into some real weird stuff. So, you have to picture that in your mind's eye. I know I shouldn't, but I do. But yeah, I just a matter of fact, I was gonna go there, but I'm not gonna do it. Um Woo! I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, emotional support Camilla. Absolutely, Deborah. Emotional support Camilla. That's what she is. Camilla, Queen of the Desert. She's also Camilla, Queen of the Desert. That video, it was probably my best and lowest point of 2021. And you guys are welcome. I enjoyed sharing that with you. Um, I think the reason why I made that was because there was, they usually like to leak information out about things to the tabloids. And then, as what's his name? Dan Wooten said. You remember his famous words from 20, was it 2021 or 2020? He said, "The calls are coming from inside the house. The calls are coming from inside the house." Remember that? Dan Wooten launches a tirade against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. He said it's so much easier for them to blame anything uncomfortable on racism rather than address the fact that negativity toward them is coming from within the royal family. And of course, I decided to make a meme. I always decide to make a meme. Something about that reminded me of that motion picture When a Stranger Calls. The calls are coming from inside the house. So I made a meme. This is a um, you know, edited image of the poster from the movie When a Stranger Calls. So Black Queen, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Do you realize that this is the first super sticker that I have received from you in 2022? Or should I say, it's one of the first that thank you so much for the constant support. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Oh, you like that, Miranda? Thank you for being a friend to this channel. Um, yeah, this channel, I have to tell you, back on April 15th, when I decided I really needed to do something with this channel, I had no idea that I would be sitting here on New Year's Eve celebrating the new year with the Sussex squad. I had no clue. I didn't know that I would go to New York and see the Duchess of Sussex and of course the Duke of Sussex in person. None of that was on the radar. Melody Williams, thank you so much for the super sticker. Happy 2022 to you. Thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you all for believing in me. Thank you so much, all of you, so much for that. Latoya Wiley, you say is the first before responding is really appreciated. Is thank you. Yes, well, thank you. Thank you one and all. Thank you, Melody. Yes. Another first. Yes. April May. Can you believe that? It is another first. And well, let me see how long I got. I got 15 minutes. Do you know, Melody? That may be the last super chat I receive before I end this podcast tonight. Did you know that? Thank you for that. Okay, I promise I'm not going to say that again until, I don't know, next December. Yes, it's getting kind of old to me too. But I'll use that again next December. And to make sure, Lydia is going to remind me, she'll just say, it's not December yet. And I will totally pick up what she's putting down. That'll be our code, Lydia. It's not December yet. I cannot believe it's 2022. I cannot believe it's 2022 and the calls are coming from inside the house. Oh, I can't stand him. Oh, he just makes me sick. And that is my first sick of 2022. That is my first sick of 2022. Oh, I can't stand him. Such a he's just he hates. He's just full of hate. So, um, let me see. I do have a couple more photos that I wanted to share. Let me. Oh, this is like. Oh, don't you? Oh, let me get rid of her. Let me get rid of her. There we go. Um, let me see. Oh, is she still on the screen? Why is she still there? Oh, okay, okay, I got her. All right. Okay, bye, girl. There she is. This is like my favorite photo. Well, one of my favorites from 21. This is when the Duchess of Sussex, Twitter. Twitter is how this was made popular. It has become a bit of a meme. It's just one of those ways of taking a little breath after you have strumming my pain with my fingers. Yeah, so when she was killing them softly in the Oprah interview, that was like her little pause in between. So everybody loves that photo, I think. And comments. What do we have here? Getting goofy. I'm going. Oh, good night, Sonia. Thank you so much for everything. I'm going to say good night, all. This is the best fandom in the universe. Oh, thank you. I think so. I mean, believe me, it's so unexpected, all of it. So, you know, w- uh, and it's still 571 of you all on here. That is like so cool. But yeah, good night, and thank you for staying awake with us. Oh, hey, love. Sorry I missed so much, but I will rewatch it later. Oh, thank you for that. Kay Costello, what are you doing? Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, Baron. Bringing in 2022 with a bang. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And bringing in the bang is why I'm on the floor right now, because my neighbors are out there shooting. So this ought to help you sleep well. Picture an over-caffeinated, chubby baby boomer on all fours doing a podcast. That's me right now. Sweet dreams. Try to get that out of your mind's eye. But yes, thank you so much for that. Oh boy, look at that. I'm having fun already. Now I'm feeling like I'm loosening up because it's after midnight. I was kind of nervous about everything. Yes, Lydia, ride or die. Ride or die. Let's see here. What do we have? Okay. The good Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord makes his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Okay, I'll have to make sure that I write that down so I can keep that for the year. Let me write that down. 24 and 26. Thank you so much for that lovely prayer. Okay, Harry and Meghan, Archie, baby, Lilibet, Diana. I pray that they are safe and happy. New Year to them. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's our faves that brought us all together. Good night, all. Enjoy you. Royal Sussex. Mine neighbors are shooting awesome. Won't they do that? Won't they do that? Yeah. All I can say is stay low. Stay low. Um, I remember one time I was coming home from work and it was like, Happy New Year! Just, oh, you should have saw me trying to get in here. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. We have crossed over to take over our year of good health, abundance, wealth, divine protection, divine preservation, joy in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. 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 And more amen to that. Absolutely. I feel you. I'm with you. I am with you. If only somebody who could, if there was just someone who could punctuate this moment by playing a piano. No, 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 that's okay. On an occasion like this, we need more than three notes. We need more than three notes to celebrate the new year. Oh boy. This is another one of my memes from this year. Oh, yes, I did that. You're welcome. Oh, the Stepford wife, straight from the town of Stepford. Yep, I did that. Oh, I was sitting there one day and I just got a little frustrated and I decided to take to my keyboard and monitor. And next thing I know, that happened. But I love that movie though. I love that movie. What Mannequin? Yeah. What was the song? What was the song? Build this dream together, stand this storm forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Yeah, let's get rid of them. Um, oh boy, you know, before I was just before the countdown, I was all like, I was a little bit anxious, I will admit, but now I'm feeling like more relaxed. I feel more relaxed because the countdown has come and gone. Uh, do I ever feel like I'm being spied on? Not really, not really, and I'll tell you why. You know, have you ever seen like a box of cereal? It has that little warning on it that says, um, items may have settled uh, in shipment, but the weight and the volume is still the same. You ever remember that from the box of cereal? And I feel kind of the same way as I get dressed while I'm standing there in my birthday suit looking in the mirror. I think of the cereal box. Um, some product may have shifted and settled during the shipment, but the weight and balance is still the same. So I guess what I'm trying to say, if there was somebody spying on me, I hope they don't catch me coming out the shower. Because if you do, you're gonna turn into a pillar of salt. That's all I'm saying. It's something about a baby boomer where everything, it's like gravity is you know what I'm trying to say. Gravity gets the better of you. So if there is somebody spying on me, that will be the person somewhere that has gouged their eyes out because there's just some things that you cannot unsee. So if you um, are a spy out there and you are monitoring me, like I say, don't catch me coming out the shower. How did I get on that topic? Ronnie, you better get low. I know that's how it is here. I mean, it sounds like like I'm in a some kind of war movie or something. So all I can say is try to stay low. Let me see. We appreciate the work you do and make this a comfortable, happy, fun, enjoyable, supportive venue for those of us that love and support Harry and Meghan, Archie, Lili, and Doria. Well, thank you, April May. It is my honor and privilege to do this. And as I've said so many times, um, I have managed to bend the ears of friends and family and coworkers, and they would all get that faraway look in their eyes like, why do you care? They're rich. But it's the principle of it. It's on principle that I feel the need to support the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I have seen so many times when we get a black mayor and they lift him up and tear him down. We had a black president and they lift them up and tear them down. I've seen that too many times. And so because of that, I have just, I have defended the Obamas. I have defended so many other people of color and even other people like Hillary Clinton, because the idea that someone whose values that are in alignment with mine could be viciously attacked by usually the right wing or others, that disturbs me. And so the Duchess of Sussex was representation in one of the most, I guess for lack of a better word, it was an institution. That's all. I'll just say that. I'm not going to go there right now, but it was an institution that has represented colonization and empire, and seeing her there was a prime opportunity for people in the Commonwealth, people around the world to see that just like with President Obama, a person of color can, you know, fit in, that they can do the work. But and with so many other people, the Duchess of Sussex excelled at her job. And that became threatening to some people. And so for that reason, you know, I just we have to do this. We have to stand up for people, and in particular women of color, who seem to be the most disrespected, the most vulnerable in our society, and in particular African American women. What the things that has been said and done is inexcusable, and I'm proud to be able to do something about it. I'm glad to be able to do something about it. So that is where I'm coming from. And yeah, so if somebody um I guess monitors my situation defending the Sussexes, I just have to take my chances. I hope that answered the question. Okay. With you, Baron, had to defend President Obama. Yes, for 12 years. And that's why I was so angry with Donald Trump. I was so angry with him because when you attack somebody like President Obama, you're telling black children, you're telling children of whatever race that is not um, an Anglo English speaking or whatever, you're telling those kids that no matter how hard you work, it doesn't matter. You're still a XYZ, you know? So that's how I feel about it. Baron, I had such a good time. I drank a whole bottle of sparkling cider celebrating with you tonight. Thank you so much, Joan Garcia. Thank you for being here with us. Hawkeye Helen, um, I'm so with you here, Baron, and it's 100%. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we have to be vigilant. And you know what? We're celebrating tonight, but 2022 is here, and we're going to do it all over again. We're going to stand up for our faves. Simone Biles, um, you know, whoever. We're going to stand up for them. Even if they're not doing everything that they can for us, we're still going to behave accordingly on principle. I hope they do as much as they can for us. Uh, let's see. Happy New Year, Sussex Squad supporters. We will continue to love and support the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in 2022. Well said, Patricia Gordon. Oh, it's getting close to the witching hour. And we still got 542 people. Let's just do some comments. If we go a little bit over, that's okay because I am wide awake now. Let's see. Lucy Wynn. The royal family didn't realize the amount of support the Sussexes. Would you say that again? They were not prepared for the amount of support the Sussexes received. That caught them off guard. That literally caught them off guard. They had no idea what was coming. They didn't know that the squad was coming. They had no idea. They had no idea that we got their backs. They didn't know it. They were resting on their privilege, and they thought, oh, well, it's always worked before. Well, guess what? This ain't before, this is now. And it doesn't work. Harry, Prince Harry, is living his best life in Montecito, where he doesn't have to worry about people leaking. Could you imagine? Like he said, that for the first time in his life, he's able to lower his shoulders. For the first time. He's supposed to have become a big failure. He was supposed to be like the Duke of Windsor, Edward or Bertie or whatever they called him. He was supposed to be like the Duke of Windsor, and this is supposed to be one of those Wallace Simpson situations. Totally different people. Wallace Simpson, the only way that she managed to make it in this world was with rich relatives and marriage. There are people that were born before Wallace Simpson, women that were born before Wallace Simpson, who made a way for themselves in the world, and they did it based on their talents. Well, what am I saying? I don't want to mess that one. I'm sure she had talent, but you know what I mean. So yeah. But it's another time, another place, and Harry is incredibly talented, incredibly intelligent. He has the heart for the job. He is fit for purpose. So that's our Prince Harry. And he's not just surviving, he's thriving. He's thriving. Let's see. Good night, everyone. Hope everyone has a blessed new year. Thank you so much for being with us, Miranda Rios. Thank you. They never compare Meghan to fellow actress, American and royal Grace Kelly. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? They never compare her to Grace Kelly. I wonder oh, I know she's not blonde. That's probably what it is. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm going to sleep. Thank you, Karen Lovely, for joining us. Thanks for making me laugh. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad to oblige. Let me see. Diana had no support. No, she didn't. Diana was oh, that poor girl. But oh, thank goodness that Diana was able to set some things up for both of her kids. One of them were listening, and the other one, well, he you know what he's doing. But yeah, so I think the year ended appropriately for the Sussexes. Let me see. Come rain or storm, my entire family we're Team Sussex as long as we live. Well, I treasure that. Treasure. I treasure that. Also, Sunshine, thank you for that. I just noticed that. Where are you? There. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super sticker. That is lovely of you. Thank you so much. They thought Harry would come out to be like Margaret, scared to leave the funds. Yeah, that's what they thought. Oh, they got that one wrong. Let's see. Cute neck innards, chicken head. Cute necks, innards, chicken heads, and chicken feet are also off the table. Oh boy. Um There's a meme that I saved, but I want you guys to know I am not an absolutely cruel person. So I was going to repurpose the meme for one of the people in the royal family. And if I can grab that and share it with you, I will. Um, I haven't used it because, well, let me see if I can find it and I'll share it with you. It would have been fun had I repurposed the meme, but I'm not going to repurpose it at all. I'll just leave it as I found it. But it is a lot of fun. If I can find it, you can tell from that laugh that I am up to no flipping good. Hopefully I don't find it because if I find it, then okay. Now, you could imagine what I was planning to do with this, right? I was going to change the name. I was going to change the name and insert somebody else's name on there. You could only imagine what I was going to do with that, right? I mean, just think about it. If you were me and you like to make memes, what would I do with that? I would do some cutting and pasting. Oh, you already know, right, Lydia? Rhonda, you got it? uh, Absolutely cookies and cream. But I thought that that might be a little bit, I didn't want to go there, but but I saved the photo just in case my you know my talents got the better of me. So that's why I still have it. So I'm not saying I'm going to use it, and I'm not saying that I'm not going to use it. I'm just saying I still got it. And, you know, if I get mad, if somebody make me mad, I might go there. But if they don't, I'm just going to leave it like it is. I didn't make this, and I certainly have not used it on anyone yet. But sometimes I get frustrated, and things come out. So, oh, there's some people out there in the cyberspace that are very creative, and sometimes I could think of some cool things, and sometimes I leave those things to other people. Yes, that's right, Dee Dee. Replace it with a coat dress. Oh, but it's fun to think about, though, ain't it? Replace with a certain coat dress wearing mean girl. Oh, yes. If that other Duchess gets out of pocket when they visit the. Okay, okay. All right. I'm sure you'll remind me. Just remember to let me know KFC, because that's how I have it filed away, which is why it was so easy for me to find it just now. Oh boy. Yes, yes, there's something to that one. So I'm just gonna save it. And and when the time is right, I'll use it. But until then, I'm gonna play nice. Because the mean girl, um, well, I don't know. They said that this was supposed to be an olive branch to the Sussexes or the Duchess of Sussex because she's wearing red. So, and it just happens to be a coat dress. But whether it's an olive branch or not, I am going to reserve my opinion about it because I just can't be sure because she's mean and you just never know. Anybody who would sit back and watch someone suffer while living in that servants' quarters and we all know how they got there, right? So anybody who would sit back and watch someone suffer like that, it's just not worth giving them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, those people I consider to be one of the main reasons why they ended up in a cottage, in some dilapidated cottage full of asbestos, allegedly. So, anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it, but when the time is right, I'll take action. I will. Okay, more comments. How is it we got more people? We were down to like, we're supposed to be wrapping this up. You know what? I got a feeling that people that have been celebrating are just coming to the chat, which is cool. That's cool. We'll just hang out. If you just got to the chat, please say hello. I'm just curious about that. Uh, let me do that. Let me highlight it. Okay. Will Karen get herself free in 2022? Will Billy drop off the key? Will Rose take on full current wife duties? You know, one of those documentaries I watched, they said that the royal brides have no currency once they leave the family. So if for some reason Duchess Doolittle is no longer part of the family, the powers that be will turn against her and they will fully embrace the next big thing, which will, may possibly be Rose or someone else. I'm just glad that they have taken them to task on this whole, thing with Will. Let me see. I know you might not steal. I might. Let me see. I know you might not is still me getting you, but YouTube hasn't been too fair enough. But I'm still here with my online family. Well, thank you, Treasure. Thank you so much. I mean, wherever we can get support, that's what I'm interested in. Just so long as people reinforce the truth. Let me see. I think we've already broken our. Yeah, it is. Well, you know what, Diane? It doesn't matter until we go to sleep and wake up. And once we wake up, we will enforce the no dragging, best of behavior rule. Until then, I see no reason to stop. I mean, we still got until we fall asleep. I wish I was able to be in New York when the Duke and Duchess um weak weasel visit so I can hold up my hit the road weasels and don't come back no more. Um I'm going to invest in a Sharpie. I'm going to get one of those big Sharpies and I'm going to save some of these Amazon boxes that I have and I'm going to make a welcome to America sign. I'm hoping they don't come. I hope they find some reason to weasel out of it. I hope they don't show up. Let's see. Carol worked hard to get where Kate is now. She has nowhere to go. Yeah, yeah. Carol definitely she pulls some strings. She paid a lot of tuitions and such to get them to the place where they are. They lost a lot of money during the pandemic, so they're going to have to recoup somehow. But it just makes a lot of sense. And I remember I said months ago that I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason they don't shame, embarrass, or humiliate Charles out of the throne. So if Charles decides that he wants to be king, well, he doesn't have a decision. It's a given. But, maybe he'll make some changes and then just walk away from it. Because where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's a lot going on with Chucky. There's a lot going on. But then again, there's also a lot going on with William. I mean, they both are, they're full of skeletons, both of them. So only time will tell exactly how things end up. But there's a lot there. There's so much to unpack with the two of them. And it is turning into a Game of Thrones. Okay, let's see here. Kate is getting the same treatment Diana got once Harry left. William doing the same thing Charles did, but yet called Diana paranoid. Yeah, and didn't William call Diana paranoid? Um, that would, I was so hurt. I was so hurt when William stood there in front of those cameras and called his mother paranoid. Insinuating that somehow she was delusional. I was very hurt for her. Very hurt. That was a very, very painful thing that he did. And I still cannot believe that he said those things. Trying to blame Martin Bashir for something that obviously let me get rid of that. Something that obviously it just blaming Martin Bashir and even Charles Spencer, his whole thing of almost leading Princess Diana to the slaughter by introducing her to Martin Bashir, that was shameful, absolutely shameful. But one thing about Charles Spencer, you know what? Let him keep talking because he tells on himself and he's what is he, the Earl Spencer? Nothing's going to happen to him. I mean, he's a high ranking aristocrat, so there's nothing that's going to happen to him. If Charles leaves the monarchy, that's the end. Well, there's always going to be a monarchy, but whether or not they are wielding so much power with politicians and whether or not they will have so much wealth from the sovereign grant or the taxpayers, that is definitely going to change. They'll keep their titles. Even after the French Revolution, families that were aristocrats before, if they could prove, their position, they were allowed to keep the titles, but they have no power with those titles. And certainly they won't allow anyone to be a sovereign again. But I do believe that in France, they were allowed to keep their titles. Edna, what's happening here? Okay, good night, Edna Richardson. Thank you for joining us. Got to spend some time with my hubby, my best friends. Good night. All right, thank you so much for being with us, Edna. Thanks for beautiful pics. Oh, sure. Okay, more good nights for Edna. Well, how is it we got almost 600 people again? Don't you people ever sleep? I thought we were winding it down. It looks like we're winding it up. Okay, fess up. Who just come from a party? Who just got through celebrating? I want to know. I had no plans tonight. The only plans I had was ducking and dodging the windows because my neighbors are out there shooting. That was my plan. Oh, that reminds me. I have a meme I want to share. I have another meme. Meme alert. This is one that I meant to introduce tonight. Let me find that. Let's see. Let me test my organization skills and see if it's right there. Oh, there it is. There it is. One of my favorite memes. I always share this every New Year's. What is the most important thing you've done this year? Survived. So that's what I meant to show you guys before midnight. So it ain't New Year's in California or the mountain time. So yeah. So what's the most important thing? I've survived. Yep. First, I was afraid. I was petrified, just wondering how I was going to live without you by my side. Oh boy. Okay. This family. Okay. Scapegoat. And what else we got here? Oh yeah. Thank you, Lydia. I like that one too. William has always been a bad boy, but the royals and the tabloids have always hid them and focused on Prince Harry. Matilde, yes, you're absolutely right. That is exactly the way it goes. I'd be paranoid if a skank was doing my husband. What is wrong with these knuckleheads? The skank is now trying to be queen consort. They should all hang their heads in shame. I agree. I am in total agreement. Okay. So I'm going to give it 11 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I am going to bid you all a good night. Any last comments, everyone? Any last comments? I'm feeling a little dehydrated, so I'm going to have to drink an entire bottle of water. Just jumped on. Two, I'm on the floor. Two, dodging. Happy New Year. I watched the ball drop and then sang Imagine. Oh, I love that song. Imagine all the people living for today. Yeah, thank you for I love that song. That is perfect for the new year. Let's see. Okay, let me bring this one up. Earl Spencer said the story about him not giving Diana a home is an outright lie. He said she was offered one of the cottages on the property, and he have sued. You know what? I saw him on a documentary say that she asked to come home, and he told her no because he didn't want all that attention on Althorpe. I saw him say that from his mouth, did I not? I've watched his lips move and say that he refused her because he didn't want the paparazzi on Althorpe. Now, if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I'm sure that I saw that come from his mouth in a documentary. The same way that he said you can draw a line from meeting Martin Bashir to her death. He said that. You can draw a line. Well, only for him to later on say, oh, by the way, I was the one who introduced my sister to Martin Bashir. That's why I said if you listen to that creep long enough, he's going to tell you everything that he didn't want you to know. Oh, thank you for the compliment, Lydia. Let's see there. Why is that none of Charles Spencer's many kids not speak to him? Because he's a creep. He's an absolute creep. Charles Spencer is a creep. I'm not even going to throw allegedly in there. He's a creep. He's an overindulged child. He's a man child, overindulged man child. Hello, Baron and Squatties. I'm writing and typing just out of Mass. Oh, nice. And on the way to my niece's house for the day, I wish the Sussexes, you and the Squatties around the world, a prosperous 2022. Thank you so much, Patricio Marcel. Yeah, I didn't see your name all evening, so I guess that's why. Missed you. Charles won't turn down title if king. He has been waiting forever. Yeah. I mean, that makes total sense. I just think that once he's on the throne, there's going to be some conspiracy of some sort to shame or embarrass him or humiliate him off the throne. I mean, that's what they did to the Duke of Windsor. Somehow they kicked him off the throne. They made it abundantly clear that he wouldn't be tolerated, and he abdicated. So I believe that it could happen, but that's just my opinion. I just think that they have something that they're going to hold over him. Whether or not it works, I don't know, because, being a sovereign, he'll be the one with all the power. And of course, if there is some type of conspiracy against Charles, if there's some kind of conspiracy, I'm just saying, if there's some kind of conspiracy of some sort against Charles, if they overplay their hand, they are going to cause, sympathy toward him. They'll create some air of sympathy, and that may help him stay in his position with all of the authority and power that comes with it. But I just think that person that you're looking at on the screen, I don't think that air hostess wants to wait until she's 86, 87, 90 years old to push her little air hostess trolley down the aisles of Westminster Abbey. I just don't see that person as wanting to take that chance. She's going to go to the coronation for Charles. Then she's going to go to the next coronation for her daughter. But by the time, because she's 66 years old, imagine her in 20 years, she'll be 86 years old going to her coronation. Now, looking at that photo, it seems as though she's had a pretty rough life. You think she got 86 years in her? Huh? I mean, I know she's a survivor, but do you think she got 86 years in her? I'm just asking. Do you think, with all the mileage on that frame, that there's 86 years in her? Maybe, maybe not. She's gotten exercise. I mean, pushing a trolley up and down the aisles of a 747, that's a workout. Reaching and then, of course, something about her eyes say you'll never get the other half of that can of Coke. She gonna give you a couple of ice cubes, some Coca-Cola, and then you have to ask her later on for some more Coca-Cola. So, yeah, I mean, she's tough. She's tough. I wouldn't be surprised if she made it to 106, but I just don't think she would want to take that chance. And so, if there was some possibility that they could coerce, allegedly, possibly, and most likely coerce poor Charlie into a early retirement, I think they'll do it. I mean, these are some shady people. These are some shady people, and I don't trust them. So that's just my opinion. Shade, shade, and more shade. I think that desperate times calls for desperate measures, and I think that watch her. That's all I can say is watch her. Watch her. Uh-huh. And speaking of watcher, do you guys know that that kitchen curtain outfit that she has on, this is what Kate wore a week before Meghan wore that famous green cape dress. Could you believe that? This is what Kate wore 1 week before Meghan wore the green cape dress. This is what she wore 1 week before that. I still remember it. I got the time stamped in my mind. That's what she wore a week before Meghan returned and slayed them with fashions. So those are kitchen curtains. That and then what's even worse, that's what she wore in Ireland. What have the people in Ireland done to ask to be offended like that? What have the Irish people done? Haven't they paid enough of a price? Haven't they paid enough for someone like that to show up wearing kitchen curtains? So, um, yeah, that's why Meghan had to go. It's things like this that that's the reason why Meghan had to go, because of those situations. And let's not forget her Uncle Gary. Let's not forget her Uncle Gary. That's Uncle Gary. That's Gary what? Goldsmith? That's Uncle Gary. This is the classy Middleton uncle. That's Kate's uncle. Gary Goldsmith. He's a doodle. He's a piece of work. This and why do I have this? Because he said something offensive about the Sussexes. He had the nerves to look down his nose at Meghan and Harry. Ain't that something? He did. Yep. That's Kate's uncle. They're a classy family. I just want you to know that that's a classy family that's taken over the House of Windsor. Oh, we got another good night. Who's leaving us? Oh, B10 Pow. Oh, you're still here. Thanks. Who's leaving us though? Helene, right? I thought I just saw Helene was leaving us. B10, did you just take a break to celebrate the new year? Oh, what time zone are you in? Oh, it's 1 a.m. Happy New Year's, everybody in the Mountain Time Zone. Happy New Year. Let's celebrate. Hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy. Girl, the Duchess of Sussex won. Meet me at the Royal Sussex party. Nelly's gonna be there. All right, Ivy out. You know what? I have not come down from my high yet. Okay. Yes, you're right, B10. I remember you live in New York City or New York State or both. But yes, I remember now. But thanks, that was so thoughtful of you. I didn't realize that it was 1 o'clock. So thank you for reminding me. And Happy New Year to people who live in the Mountain Time Zone. So now I'm gonna stay up a whole nother. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna do that. As much as I love California, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna be able to do that. But oh, let's see. I fell asleep and I'm awake now. Well, all right. I'm glad you had a good nap. Speaking of fell asleep and awake, I know Deborah said she was going to take a nap so that she could join us for the live chat. So thank you for that, Deborah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Who's 66 years old? Yes, the air hostess is 66. Well, Deborah took a nap earlier. She told me, and she said that she was going to wake up so that she could join. Raven, I didn't even know that you were on here. Did you just join us a little while ago? Welcome to the chat. And Joseph Burno, I didn't see you earlier. Welcome to the chat. Wow, I missed y'all. Let me see. And Gold says Charles is not going to give up. Yeah, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. For the people of the United Kingdom, I hope you're right. After, let me say, after we'll call his mother paranoid, he hasn't done anything right. Yeah, he hasn't. That was a shameful moment he had. Time for yeah. Oh, thanks, Lydia. I'm so sorry I didn't see that. What in the world? Did somebody roofie me? Because it seems like I was just talking and I don't even remember what I said. I feel like somebody done roofied me. Except I still got my clothes on. Okay. Yep. Okay. Westchester. Okay. In a hamlet called Amawalk. Oh, cool. Um, I was recently looking at some episodes of Maud, and I got curious about Tuckahoe. Are you anywhere near Tuckahoe? Um, it's such a funny name, obviously for me. Tuckahoe. I think there's like 6,000 people in the town of Tuckahoe. Okay. I'm going to say good night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get that right. I'm going to say good morning to everyone and happy new year. See you all next time. The next time. Okay. Thank you, Dolores Sims. Yeah, I guess I'm getting kind of sleepy too. I should probably call it. I'm just curious though. It's like 558 people on here at this hour. That is so weird. I thought that it would probably be like, I don't know, just a couple hundred people tonight, but I'm so pleased that so many people joined in the chat tonight. I thought Jade was a nice girl that married into the family of someone she loved. I wouldn't want to marry into that. I never thought she was crown hunting when she let the lie go out about crying. Oh, Kate, yeah, yeah. Uh, you know, Kate has been a disappointment. I mean, I was never crazy about her, but I just didn't think she was capable of being the mean girl either. So, that was a surprise. That was a real surprise. I didn't know she had mean girl in her. But like they say, you never really know a person. By the way, if you're just joining us, the Cambridges released a New Year's photo, and because I'm shady as you know what, I decided to re-release the photo. uh, okay, Tuckahoe is not far from. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, I live not far from Tuckahoe, 25 minutes further north of Tuckahoe. Nice. I was surprised that there was really a Tuckahoe. I thought that was just something that they made up. Yeah. Well, since it's getting late and I'm getting a little punchy, I used to have a job in customer service, and I used to tell people that my tribal nickname was Tippahoe. I belong to the Tippahos. And with that, I better say goodnight. Woo! The tipper hose. Oh, okay. Happy New Year, Ladyfoot. Happy New Year. Um, let's see. Miss Seeley told y'all until you do right by me, everything you do will fail. Diane Hawkins, are you getting kind of weird and punchy and a little sleepy like me? Because now I'm just really starting to get goofy. Oh boy. And there's absolutely no alcohol involved. This is just me being weird. Um, Cardboard copycat, copycat mumbles jumbles is a mean girl because she has nothing else going on for her. She's a dunce. I agree. Oh, let me get this picture off of here. Why are we still looking at them? Yuck. Get them off of there. Yep, there we go. That's better. I love that photo of Harry. Harry looks like he is going to protect his queen no matter what. And I love that. I am eternally giddy. Royal Sussex, and there is plenty of alcohol involved. I am glad you are fortified for the night. Okay, night, night, Tippaho. Good night, Josephine Young. Good night. Something tells me I'm going to hear Tippaho again. That was my tribal nickname. In customer service, my tribal nickname is Tippaho. Yeah, B10, I am getting kind of tired. Let's see. You definitely did not drink tonight. You are way too clear talking. Oh, okay. Thank you. I feel you, Diane Hawkins. Let me see. And this one says someone on Twitter pointed out that you can see that Kate's Adam apple in the picture. Really? Which picture? Oh, from the yeah, that poor girl. That can't be good. Let me see. Let me find the other one. Yeah, I guess you can see it. Gosh, what's going on with her? You know, even though she makes me kind of, you know, put off with her, I don't want nothing to happen to her either. I just want her to stop being so shady and to, I believe she owes the Duchess of Sussex an apology, a real apology. Um, and I hope someday that she'll find it in her heart to do that because I'm pretty sure that the Duchess of Sussex will be glad to put all that behind because she's a very positive person. She ain't shady like me where I would just, drag it out for years. So I hope that at some point she will apologize. I don't want an apology from him, but from her, let me take that back because she ain't gonna do it. I just can't see her doing that. She too shady like the air hostess. Oh, I read that already, didn't I? She's under pressure. It shows in her face. Yeah, all over her face. She found out quickly that the taxpayers are not going to pay her to care for her own children. Let me see. Let me see. Guild is yeah. I was gonna say I hope that is the case, but you know, I hope that there has been a lesson learned. I would hate to think that she just, I hate to think that that I would hate to think that she believes she has gotten away with something and that the rest of us just don't see it for what it is. Stay up tonight. The other half is off to bed and is not complaining. It's raining cats and dogs. Baron, I don't care if something causes Kate to be unable to ever speak again because she can lose her voice for all I care. I understand. And quiet as is kept, um, when she does speak, it doesn't come out very clearly. It's so much pressure on her, and I think she has done so much wickedness. I just believe that she's done so much wickedness that it has literally taken her voice away from her. It has. I mean, look at her. Take a good look at her. That is a 39-year-old woman. I think she's 39 years old. Now that's Kate at 39, right? And Princess Diana, who, usually they say people with fair hair, in terms of color, fair hair, they say that people with fair hair tend to age quickly. Princess Diana is 36 years old here, 36 years old. And the Duchess Doolittle is only a few years older than Princess Diana was when unfortunately we lost her. So, but Diana wasn't shady. And usually people with dark hair, they usually don't age as rapidly, you know? Like the air hostess, I'm not even sure the air hostess is 66 years old in that photo that I have shown you, but take a look at what wickedness has done to her. She's she has dark hair, but she's and this is with all kind of pancake on her face. So they really have to assess the way they live their lives, you know, um, take measure of what they've been doing because it doesn't wear that well on them. Decline of the House of Windsor saga. And speaking of which, Diane Hawkins, the decline of the House of Windsor, this is the Queen's legacy. The Queen's legacy is really going to take a hit. And people seem to think that when the Queen is gone, that time is going to stop and people are going to be so. The young people don't see a need for the royal family. Um, People are fickle, and as older people are slowly, you know, going away, and the Queen one day she'll be gone. She'll be like this curiosity. Someone said that they went to London, and when they went around, they noticed that there was really nothing named in Princess Diana's honor. There is no type of like obvious public memorial to Diana in all of London. Didn't they have like that one fountain or something like that? But other than that, they don't honor Princess Diana. And even when this monster is on the throne, he's not going to do anything to celebrate his mother. They have that statue at Kensington Palace, and look at how long it took for that. And that's not even available for the public to get close to it. You have to look at it from over a gate. You're not even allowed to get close to it. So there's that, and I think they made that ridiculous drainage fountain, and that's it. Really, there's nothing to celebrate Princess Diana. It just goes to show what he thought of, and believe me, if he wanted there to be more to celebrate his mother, I mean, jazz hands. Why did I put that up there? 551 of you. Okay, folks, who wants the last word tonight? Who wants the last word? It was rumored that he would restore her titles when he was king. Restore her titles? Whose titles? Lizzie. Oh, Princess Diana's titles, right? They took them away. Hi, Baron. Happy New Year. Don Robinson Gales, Happy New Year to you. You're just joining us? Lizzie should take the monarchy with her. I hope she does. I hope she does. When I made that I made a video about the Duchess of Cornwall, and it was called Camilla's Garden. Do you guys remember that video? Camilla's Garden? With everything going on in Afghanistan, instead of like throwing her support behind the people of Afghanistan the way the Sussexes did, What did Camilla talk about? She said that there were boll weevils and moles or whatever eating her vegetable. With everything going on in the world, the only thing that the Duchess of Cornwall could think to talk about was her garden. How what a lack of relevancy. I mean, that's all you got to talk about? People are trying to and 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 she's talking about her garden. That was and they were glad to like push that in the tabloids. Which paper was that? I forgot which paper it was. They're talking about her garden. Like that really matters. Who cares about your garden? So somebody's munching at your rutabagas. So somebody is munching your rutabagas. Who cares? Nobody cares. Somebody's eating your berries or whatever. I mean, that was just bizarre. The whole world seemed to be falling apart, and she's talking about her flipping garden. I couldn't believe it. So, of course, out of disdain, I decided to make a video about it. And anyway, I had so much fun. I literally cried through the whole video, not tears of pain or anguish, but just I was laughing so hard. Just reading it was just incredible. I couldn't believe that that's how, look at how much money they have spent to try to project this image of this benevolent um consort in waiting. I mean, it just nobody's buying that. Nobody is buying that whole thing with Camilla. And Charles wasted a lot of money. So much of his efforts were undone by the Crown. So the series, that is, so much of his work was undone. But yes, the Queen decided to give her a knighthood. So now she's a part of the Order of the Garter. The last thing that I want to picture is Camilla Parker Bowles, Mountbatten-Windsor in a garter belt. That's a bridge too far. Don't make me think of Camilla and garters. I cannot unsee that. Camilla no. That's not right. Do not make me think of Camilla and garters. The Order of the Garter, the highest order of chivalry. Am I right about that? That's the honor that she just received from the Queen. Remember, the Queen wouldn't sit next to her. The Queen wouldn't talk to her. The Queen didn't like her. The Queen was just crapping all over Camilla. And now that's why, when I remember, like a couple of days ago, I said they're taking advantage of the Queen, and that when somebody told me that William has his own helicopter, see, I thought he was using the Queen's helicopter, and someone said no, the Queen gave him that as a gift. That's when I knew that the Queen was, I don't want to be disrespectful, but that's when I realized she was getting kind of soft in the head, and that they were probably taking advantage of her. Because I think that years ago, I don't think the Queen, maybe her cornrows are too tight or something, but I just could not see the Queen giving William a helicopter. But yeah, maybe she got her hair did. And something happened. I couldn't conceive of the Queen giving that kid a helicopter, because everybody knows that there's a lot of criticism that comes with using the royal train, the royal helicopters and stuff like that. So I just didn't think the Queen would do that. But apparently somehow they talked her into it. So, I think that I don't think, I know the Queen is 95 years old. And even at 85, everybody's going to have some kind of diminished capacity. So, so they took advantage of her. I'm telling you, these two right here, You guys saw that movie, Charles the Third, King Charles the Third, or whatever, based on the play where Charles becomes king, and you know, life imitates art. If you have seen that movie, remember Harry was dating this black girl in the movie? Except for in the movie, they had convinced him to break off the engagement and come back to the family. And I believe that's what they thought was going to happen this time, not realizing that there was just something about, that magic, that black girl magic. He wasn't going nowhere. Harry, Harry waited a whole lifetime. Harry waited a whole lifetime, and they um, just didn't even, they couldn't even give him the courtesy of being happy for him. And so when they turned against him, he left. He left. They couldn't even give him the courtesy of showing him respect, or showing respect for his choice in marriage. And Harry had that sobering reality that when you are dating someone of color, and in particular someone from African heritage, people start acting funny. People get different. People get very different. And he saw that. I bet you he never thought that was going to happen. Poor Harry, he didn't even see that coming. And I bet you that was like the most sobering reality that he could have ever imagined, that, wow, my family. Yeah, that's your family. But yeah, it's sad but true. He found out the hard way what his family was really like. I really feel for him. I really do. That had to be hard. Yep. He didn't know his brother. Well, you know what? He probably did know her. I mean, know him. And as for his sister in law, he probably expected better from her, only to find out that she was just as wicked as he is. So, anyway, they're out of it. They have left Narnia. Our Duchess is living her best life in Montecito, where there are no leaks. So, I'm happy for them. I'm incredibly happy for both of them. There's no leaks. They're living a prosperous life, and everything is okay. So, for 2022, I'm going to let go of a lot of those negative feelings that I have about some of that stuff. And I'm just going to focus on the positive, and I'm just going to try. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to try to forget about this and some other things that happen, and just look forward instead of looking behind. These people, well, we'll deal with them as we go. But when you have a rodent problem, sometimes you have to call a professional. As Maggie Smith said in Downton Abbey, sometimes these things are best left to the professionals. Yeah, absolutely. Best left to the professionals. Okay, let me do some comments. We're going to have 5 minutes left. Whoever wants to have the last words, let's have it. Harry knows that family is Harry knows that family is an embarrassment. Absolutely. Harry had to deal with his father, bring home the mistress that ruined his family. He is free from this. Oh, Reba, I didn't think about that. You know, what that must have been like for Harry to have to look into the face of the Rottweiler destroying his family. Oh, that must have been awful. Yeah, she gave up so much stuff to be a part of that family, trying to be a team player. They turned against her and she left. B10 says William found it difficult to embrace his brother's choice for a wife, but Prince Harry made Kate feel at home. So awful how William behaved. Yes, Harry has been an absolute gentleman. He's been a welcoming person in the family to everybody, including the daughter of the air hostess. Not to disparage the air hostess, but that particular one is the reason why I do that. Let's see. Is it 34 minutes to the Monte? No, Diane, I'm not going to do it. I am not. I'm not going to do it, although it is tempting. Diane, you should be a lawyer. Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer? Because you make the best case. You make the best case. Uh, woo! I like the way you snuck that in there. 34 minutes to Montecito New Year. Woo! Boy, you're tough. Yes, absolutely, Joseph. Let's see. Miss S says Harry took Fergie out of cotton wool. Oh, Happy New Year. Oh, Sussex Squad Family TV. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. Who else? Kate wanted Harry for herself. Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't? Harry's a charmer. But there's no way in the world he would have compromised his family like that, because unlike the rest of them, he actually believes in the meaning of family. No one in the royal family stood up for Harry when they racially abused his kids. Yes, isn't that the truth? Nobody stood up for them. Everybody was silent, especially his cousins, Beatrice and Eugenie. I couldn't believe that Beatrice and Eugenie would allow that type of behavior to go on, and they just say absolutely nothing. And everybody wants to talk about how successful they are, how bright they are, how hardworking they are, only for the two of them to say absolutely nothing while their nephew and their sister-in-law, cousins, whatever, are being racially abused. They said nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that was absolutely disgusting that they allowed that to happen. And I'm sure Harry would defend them with everything he had if it came to that. But yet when it was his turn, when it was his family that was being abused, they said nothing. Absolutely nothing. Harry was supposed to kiss William's behind until they didn't need him anymore. But God had other plans for him. That's all I can say, is God had other plans. So shame on these two, just like the rest of the family. Shame on them. Uh-oh. Why is people calling me? But yeah, shame on them. Now stop. Those are just kids. Stop it. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. I said stop it. Whatever. Nope. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Pop. You're gonna blow your top. Woo! Woo! Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Pop. You're gonna blow your top. Oh boy. See what I mean? But remember, it doesn't count until we go to sleep and wake up. And then we're going to stop being shady. But for now, we're just going to express ourselves as necessary to make our points. So anyway, as I said, I'm rather disappointed with the two of them for not standing up for the Sussexes, but I'm sure that they have their reasons why they um, were um, you know, acting the way they did, or should I say, not acting accordingly. But anyway, we're not going to concern ourselves with that. The point is, they didn't stand up for the Sussexes, and all I have to say is shame on them. Um, Let me see. And with that, of course, I got one more shady photo I want to share. If I can find it. Let me see. Let me see what do I have here? Well, I remember a time when the press was not so kind to them. Let me see here. Do I have it? No, I don't. I don't. And one of them is married to a bartender, right? That's not shady. But yeah, one of them is married to a bartender. Um oh yeah, I love this. I love this. Oh, I shouldn't do this, but why wouldn't I? Let's see. Huh. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, there it is. Oh, didn't work out. Oh well, I guess I don't have a photo for you. Um, okay, last comments for the night. What do we got here? Adrian Burrows says, Mary Cat, they end up in America because everywhere they want, they were leaks. Oh, everywhere they went, I'm sorry, there were leaks. They had lost their security, so they left Canada because Charles wouldn't pay and Tyler Perry stepped in. Well, there's another component to that, too. It wasn't just that Charles wouldn't pay, but remember, the tabloids worked very hard to embarrass the Canadian government to, who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it? It was like everything that they said about what's that place? The Frogmore. Remember how they were saying, "Oh, it's taxpayers' money. It's taxpayers' money. We have it right. It's taxpayers' money." That's what the tabloids kept saying. And then when they went to Canada, they put so much pressure on the Canadian government, and bravo to Justin Trudeau, where he didn't flat out say, well, we're not paying for it. He kept his cool. He kept his mouth shut about it for the most part. But of course, Donald Trump had to say, well, if they come here, we're not paying for it. I hope they don't expect us. Could you imagine that? Boy, that I was just furious. I was so upset when that happened. The whole thing about who's going to pay for their security, it was humiliating. They literally humiliated the Sussexes with that. That was dreadful. That was absolutely dreadful. And I'll never forget that. How humiliating, or how they tried to humiliate them when they were living in Canada, making it sound like they're just trying to sponge off the public or something like that. And here they don't have a home, they don't have a family. That was awful. That was awful. And Charles didn't do anything to intervene. All Charles had to do was say, okay, I'm going to pay for their security. You know, that's all he had to do was say, I'll continue to pay for it. The people of Canada are not going to have to foot the bill. But instead, he watched his son, his grandson, and his daughter-in-law humiliated every day in the court of public opinion with this whole big fuss about who's going to pay for their security. I was furious about that. That was very upsetting to me. Very upsetting. And so, if for some reason they do um, chase Charles off the throne or whatever, I have no sympathy for him. I had almost forgot about that, but I'm glad I remembered that. But that made me furious. I'll never forget that. Trump had something to say. They were trying to goad Justin Trudeau into adding to the chorus of discontent, but he wouldn't do it. And then enters Tyler Perry. Absolutely right. Tyler Perry came to the rescue. Tyler Perry sent his jet. Tyler Perry provided housing until they can get themselves settled. Because even though Prince Harry had the money he inherited from his mother, you don't just reach into the pot and grab out $20 million. That money was in a trust, and however that money was tied up, I'm sure they had tied it up pretty good where it wasn't like just going to an ATM. So there was a lot to settle. And during that period of time, there were one attack after the other on the Sussexes for days when they were in Canada, until a black angel by the name of Tyler Perry came to the rescue. And of course, the Sussexes, of course, they are going to live happily ever after. Thank you, Tyler Perry. Thank you, Tyler Perry. Billionaire Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry has helped a lot of people. Just so you know, Tyler Perry has helped a lot of people, many people. And speaking of people, why is it almost 600 people in the chat right now? The number is supposed to go down, not up. Aren't you guys sleepy? I mean, not that I don't appreciate it, but aren't you sleepy? Thank God the Sussexes are now are now self-sufficient and don't have to depend on the remainders of Devil Island for anything. The shame of his father will forever be a pox. I totally agree. Medea billionaire. That's right, Medea billionaire. Yep, Medea billionaire. Speaking of which, let me see. Let me do this. Wait. Sorry, Tyler. Okay, speaking of which. Hello. Hello. Ivy here. Hello. Ivy. Girl, the Duchess of Sussex won. Meet me at the Royal Sussex party. Janelle's gonna be there. All right. Ivy out. Oh, you gotta love Medea. I'm not gonna play the whole video, but I had fun doing that. I was trying to figure something to do to celebrate Meghan's, win, her second or third or fourth win. And so I made this. I was like about to go to bed. And then when the news came out, I'm like, oh, I can't sleep now. I got to celebrate. So I had put together that video. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. So what do we got here? Because you are the best. Can't sleep. It's 2:45 a.m. here in Virginia State. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Is that Aquila? Achila? Thank you so much. Aquila. Sarah Aquila. I think I got that right. 20 minutes and our chickens will be pecking away in the new year. Okay, Diane, I can take a hint. Okay. I can hold out if you can. I can take a hint. Charles leaked to the racist British press that the Sussexes were living at Tyler Perry's home. The Unroyal family and their racist goons were responsible for the drones over Tyler Perry's home. Yes, they were responsible for everything that exposed their situation. Everything from the security being taken away from the location in Canada. I would even dare say allegedly responsible for the paparazzi that saw Meghan out for a walk with Archie and whichever dog that was. But yeah, that really happened. That was so disturbing. That was so disturbing. Um, and it was just like Frogmore all over again. Just like with Frogmore, the constant who's gonna pay for it, and we got to pay for it. Who's gonna pay for it? That was absolutely humiliating, and nobody said anything when those Cambridges got a new helicopter, planted hedges so you couldn't see the helicopter. Not hedges. What am I saying? Trees. And along with that, what else did they do? They also what else? Oh, they put in that driveway at the Admiral Hall. They put in a driveway. Or what about when the Wessexes, what I can never say that, the Wessexes, what about when they received that manor house? What did they do to work for a manor house? You know, I'm but yeah, what did they do to get a manor house? I'm still trying to figure that out. But somehow, boy, they had the mother of all come ups and got a manor house. Uncle Pennywise and his wife Plain Jane received a manor house, just for being. Somehow the Queen gave them a manor house and the public didn't have an outcry about it. It's almost as though it's celebrated that they do very little. Yeah, so somebody would have to explain that to me because I don't get it. These people are getting away with a lot for doing very little work, only because they happen to have been born into that family. Talent doesn't seem to matter. I mean, if it took talent, Uncle Pennywise there, his television career would have flourished, but it didn't. He flopped. He was a complete flop. And that's probably why they love to complain about the Netflix deal, because the Sussexes, instead of trying to do everything themselves like Uncle Pennywise, they hired people. They hired the best in the business. I remember the long roll call they had every other week. They announced so and so is joining Archwell. So and so is joining Archwell. Time and again, there was some new talented person that was joining Archwell. And that's the whole point. The Sussexes are talented and they hired talented people. So they're not going to flop like the Wessexes. The Wessexes finally had to knuckle under and submit to the men in gray suits. Okay, we'll play along. And remember, Plain Jane there, what's her name? Ford Fiesta. Remember, she got busted colluding with some people talking trash about the royal family. She literally dragged the royal family. But because she has demonstrated loyalty, they decided to keep her. And so she remains looking like that. Coco Chanel said it. Coco Chanel said, fashion is something that you buy. Taste is something that you either have it or you don't. And that's all I'll say about those two. Oh, nothing works for her. But yeah, there's Archwell right there. It's a Greek word, Archwell. And I think that they have done an amazing job. What do you guys say? Oh, yes, it's submitting. Absolutely. And why would they make fun of a Christmas parade? Because they're brutal, mean-spirited people. Oh my goodness, it sure did, didn't it? Thank you guys for being here. I'm just surprised. I just kind of thought everybody would have passed out by now. I mean, I'm just picturing Church Nelly um, spread out, still hanging on to that moonshine. But I think Church Nelly went to bed. Okay. Eyes are closed. Good night, B10. Good night. Thank you for staying with us all this time. Things Kane ended up looking like a thug, a disloyal bully, and a fool. Yes, you can check every box when it comes to him. Speaking of looking like a fool, let me see if I can find Church Nelly's favorite photo of that family. I know I got it here, and I'm about to deliver it too. Sometimes bad fashion happens to nice people, and sometimes bad fashion happens to dodgy people, if you know what I mean. So let me see if I can find that one. Um, Church Nelly claims that this gives her nightmares. Um, Once upon a time, there was a Countess of Wessex who wanted to impress everybody at Royal Ascot. And to do that, she decided to try a very fashion forward look. Are y'all with me so far? She decided to try to create a trend in fashion like none other. And you have to be really careful when you do something like this because some people can carry it and some people can't. And a jumpsuit, a jumpsuit is difficult to pull off. You know, you really have to be careful. When you get to that age, when from the side you start looking like the skipper on Gilligan's Island, when you shape like the skipper, you should not wear a jumpsuit. So there's a lot of things going on with this jumpsuit. And if I'm correct, I think she wore that to the Royal Ascot. Now something like that would most people would have been banned from the Royal Ascot, but not the Countess of Wessex, not Popeye the Sailor Man. Oh boy. I when I saw this, I I think this is one of those videos when I made it, I was in tears. I literally cried. And then she got her fist balled up in case somebody say something, right? Because if you wear something like that, chances are um, somebody's going to say something you don't like. And so she's preparing to deck somebody, and that's why she got her fist balled up. Now, notice her husband is not with her. That is not her husband. You don't see Uncle Pennywise anywhere around. And the reason why is because he was probably too embarrassed. Uncle Pennywise has a flair for the dramatic himself, by wearing that daring floor length coat to the cenotaph that day. He's kind of fashion forward. So I think that they kind of compete with daring fashions. And then that poor jockey, you would think that he's smiling because he's celebrating winning a trophy. No, he's actually laughing at you know, the crackerjack man. So if somebody asked her, um, if somebody wanted to be rude and say, you look like you got that out of a box of Cracker Jacks, well, they wouldn't be too far off the mark, would they? So that was like one of the most daring fashion moments that should have never happened. So, that being said, it is 9 minutes until New Year's in Montecito. So we're going to celebrate that. And then for sure, I am out of here. Okay. Um, yes, it's almost time. Look at there. Look at that. See what I mean? The Royals are always cosplaying. They're always cosplaying. So yeah, it is a cross between the Crackerjack Man and Gumby. They can't help themselves. They're always cosplaying somebody. And in this case, it's the Crackerjack Man and Gumby. That's the Royals. Yep, they're always up to no good. Always. Oh, you like that, Denise? When I first saw it, I'm telling you, I was in tears. I was literally in tears when I saw that jumpsuit. But like anything that is somewhat bizarre, it has kind of grown on me. But it is the Picasso of Royal Ascot outfits. It just should not have happened. I don't understand the hat. I don't understand the collar. None of that. None of it made any sense. I could not wrap my head around that. None of it made any sense. What and look at, I mean, just what was she trying to do? I don't get it. I just don't get that look. It is so weird. It's is she's doing too much. Like the young people say, now you're doing too much. She doing too much. And poor thing, and when they had that royal carol at the Westminster Abbey, she showed up looking like a homeless person. She had this big oversized, the large corduroy coat. That's what she wore to Westminster Abbey. I couldn't believe it. And pants, because the Queen wasn't there. She decided that it was a good occasion to wear pants. Um oh boy, where is that other photo of her? Yeah, I love this one. And then it looks like somebody must have said the wrong thing, because look at how she's stomping through there. I mean, she just thinks she is the end all be all. Like she is really causing it. Yeah, she's causing it all right. Uh-huh. Yep. That is, I don't get that look. I don't get it. What is she trying to prove? That was weird. That's all I'll say, is that was weird. Even for her, that was weird. And she has worn some she has worn some wild outfits, but even for her, that was kind of out there. The Crackerjack Boy, the Crackerjack Boy meets Gumby, right? It's the Crackerjack Boy meets Gumby. uh, okay, you guys. No, boy, this last 5 minutes is going to drag. So, I am going to take a few of your comments, and then we are going to celebrate New Year's in Montecito. And then I suggest that some of us try to get some sleep. I am. Wow, let me see. I got two New Year's phone calls, but well, I did tell everybody that I was going to be on until 12:30. And what time is it now? It's like almost 2 a.m. here. So let me get rid of Gumby, and I'll bring up something for Montecito. By Gumby. Um, by Gumby. Crackerjack Boy, goodbye. Yeah, I got to get rid of those. Okay, and let me find something appropriate for Montecito, California. I'm so happy for the Sussexes. I am so grateful for this channel. I'm so grateful for all of you helping to make this channel grow so fast, going from like maybe 5 subscribers in April, and I just need like 100 subscribers and I'll be at 12,000. That has more than exceeded my expectations. So Let me see. Montecito. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me see. Baron is just all kinds of wrong for Sophie in blue. Yeah, it is. K Costello, I agree. I agree. That K Costello, I mean K Costello, that Countess of Wessex in blue, that is something that should have never happened, and hopefully it will never happen again. So keep calm and move to Montecito. Here's a aerial view of Montecito, California. Somewhere in that collage of construction is where the Sussexes live. And this is another image of Montecito. So this is what they're trying to convince us, that Harry has made some tragic mistake by leaving everything that he's known. Harry, once again, has proven to be quite brilliant and peaceful under a tree. That's me every day. Peaceful under a tree, says the Duchess of Sussex. Let me see. Where are we here? Peaceful under a tree. That's our Duchess of Sussex. I knew you guys would like that. This was during that Oceania tour. The people at the cafe had some incredible things to say about the Sussexes. This is when they did that musical number and she couldn't stop laughing. I'm so glad that the Duchess of Sussex has this joy in her life again, that she can relax enough to go on Ellen's show. My faith is greater than my fears. Oh, I love this moment too. This was pretty special. And just think, the Duchess of Sussex wears minimal makeup. If she ever went full like drag queen, she looked like a runway model. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And I love this. I love this. I'm so glad I found this before we left. Do you remember this on Ellen when she said she wanted her hair to look like what's her name's? And she said that she was so proud of it and didn't realize that it was going to turn into Krusty the Clown. Anyway, I got to do the countdown because we're getting close. Got to do the countdown. Okay, let's see. Let me get rid of that. Okay. And I have to go back down here. Yep. All right. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Meghan and Harry, Lili, Archie, and of course, our lovely Doria. Happy New Year to them. Happiest of New Year's. Happiest of New Year's. All right. It is a happy new year. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on Royal Sussex. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex in my sexiest of voices. Well, for 3.5 hours, we have spent time together. I am so happy and I am so humbled by all of your kindness, generosity, all of your input, your comments, even some of the criticisms, but but everything that has made Royal Sussex an important part of the Sussex squad. And thank you guys for trusting me to be here for you. I am deeply honored by that. Thank you, the moderators, um, Lydia, Church Nelly, Anastasia, Rising Phoenix, and gosh, who am I missing? Oh, Sherry Ware. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for everyone who has donated. Thank you for everybody who has a membership on this channel. Um, yeah, this has not been a Mark Goodson or a Bill Totson production. At no time throughout this podcast have I worn an exposed midriff or Daisy Dukes. I promise you that didn't happen. Um, Denise Marcus, you play too much. Hawaii has our no, they haven't had their. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they have not had their New Year's yet. They're the last, but we're not staying for that. Oh boy, there's no way that's gonna happen. What their New Year's is like hours away. They're like one of the last to have a New Year. I think what is it? The Samoans and everybody there first. Let me see. I'm gonna read your comments and then we're gonna say goodnight. Let me see. We cannot. So that's okay. Yep. And thank you, Baron and Squad, for including Callie in your New Year's. Love you all. Yes, I love you all, and I was glad to do that actually. Yeah, because I'm losing my voice. I sound like Bonnie Raitt, but either that or I kind of have that Louise Jefferson. George, the Willises will be here any minute. Hi, Helen. George. George. Oh boy. Yes, it is that time. Let's see. Jean, you're gonna have the last word. Thank you, Baron. Merci beaucoup. Something dank. I bet you that's Danish, right? And then that something shown. Danke schon. Oh yeah, that's German. Let me see. That's the languages that I speak. Okay, well, muito obrigado. That's Portuguese. And mucho gracias. I don't speak any of those languages. I just know how to say that. Okay, so Jean has the last word. Thank you all so much. Happy New Year, one and all. Love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Good night.